If I told you the things I've seen on my ways, if I told you the things I've done in my days, you wouldn't believe me anyway. So it's best I just don't say. I've lived 1,000 lives, I piloted 1,000 souls, I killed and fought and died just for a single role.
Let's well, I think we're live. So, yeah, it looks like we are good to go. So, Nick, what are we doing here?
Howdy.
Yeah, the live stream I could see shows us live on the Twitchernet. So,
all right.
So what am I?
Maybe
not,
refresh.
What am I watching?
Refresh the browser, or maybe you're watching a video.
Hey, I don't know why. Maybe it was doing a video, but
Okay.
Here we are. So I've been sitting here talking about how I'm not live, and
Oh boy.
Au contraire.
Live television.
boy, it's welcome to the show, everyone.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
We'll fix it in post, right?
We were already doing it live.
So, despite our confusion, you have joined us for session 7 of Pembroke, which is a Pembroke Investigations, which is a Savage Worlds actual play on the Happy Jacks RPG network. You can catch all of our past episodes at happyjacks.org/Pembroke, PEMBROOKE, and you can also find all of the shows for the Happy Jacks network at happyjackshows.org. At this point, we are fairly deep into our story, so I would recommend, if you enjoy the show or if you're curious, go back, take a look, watch some of the previous episodes so that what is about to happen now makes a little bit more sense. My name is Nick. I am the game master for this particular session, and this is my own particular world that we're all kind of creating on the fly. It is a modern fantasy type world where the mundane and the supernatural exist somewhat hidden from each other, but interacting as well, especially in this little city that we call Covenant. I'm going to go around and introduce all of my players, or rather, let them introduce themselves. So let's start with my left and go to Jay.
Hi, y'all. Jay Holtham here. Today I am playing Benton Ailes, a revenant undead investigator.
Fantastic. And then to Jay's left, let's go to Emily.
Hi, I'm Emily. I am playing Zoe Browning. She is a Fae, energy vampire type person, and I'm trying a new lipstick shade tonight. So if you're watching the video chat, please tell me how you feel about it on twitter.com. And if you're just listening to the podcast, you're missing out because it's wonderful.
You don't want them to tweet what they think it looks like?
They should. Emily VDW, please tweet at me, whether you can see it or not. Just tweet at me. Say, I love your lipstick, Emily.
Fair enough. And then moving down, let's go to Blythe.
Your lipstick looks amazing. It's absolutely adorable.
Thank you.
I'll make sure I say it on Twitter also, though, so that like they know to go to Twitter.
Yeah. Then you know it's real. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Blythe. I'm playing Analia Torres, the half-demon techie nerd. She's great. I don't know what's about to happen this session.
Well, the only one who probably does is our last remaining player, and that's Jason.
Well, I definitely don't know what's going to happen. I have great fears. And hi, I'm Jason. I'm playing Silas Silvestri, the Fawn, or what's the other word? Oh, Satyr. Silas Silvestri, the Satyr Investigator. And he might be dead. That's what we're going to find out tonight.
Oh, this isn't that kind of game.
Okay. Well, I've been scared, and I did an in-character brave thing, and I'm proud of him for what he did, but it was also reckless and dangerous.
We're calling it brave. We're settled on brave.
Very brave. Much courage. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Very courage.
Workshop that. I think we need to workshop that a little bit more. I don't know. Stick with brave.
Yeah. I've got some questions about whether it was brave. Yep.
I'd be open to courageous, selfless,
self-sacrificing.
Yeah, self-sacrificing.
That's a very different area than I'm in for it. Yeah.
Fred Foreman might have a word for it.
Well, rather than talking around it, Jason, why don't you tell us where we are and what you are referencing, in case anyone has not seen the previous episode.
Okay, well, we got into a fight with some cultists. I'm looking down because I'm gonna pull up an image reference that I'm gonna show you on my phone through the camera on my computer to broadcast across the internets.
It's not on your computer. Do you want to just change your background for a minute?
I guess I could. That's I don't know.
Okay, well, don't worry about it.
Now, what did I... Oh, it's probably downloaded on the computer because I don't remember what I searched to get there last time. Anyway, I'll do that when it's not my turn to talk. So our fight went very well, and we were 100% winning. Basically, all the bad guys were getting knocked down because we're amazing. But there were some bad guys who were not knocked down, and they grabbed me as Silas and were gonna sacrifice the guy that we came to save. And I, let's put air quotes around, successfully convinced them. I mean, I did convince them to not plunge the syringe into their innocent victim and instead into me, Pulp Fiction style, into my heart and plunged whatever this, did we say glowing green? Like,
yep,
neon green goop into my body. Now, there was a strategery in that Silas is aware that he's immune to poison, basically. And, he can drink anyone under the table and is literally immune to, like, poisons and venoms and that sort of thing. So, you can't have a satyr who's going to get drunk at the drop of a hat. Like, their biology is built for absorbing poisons. But they were in the process of summoning a god or something? ? And
someone interrupted the ritual, so I will never know.
Yeah, so that's probably, that means it's not going to have any effect, and we can all go to shawarma.
Yeah.
Would that were so? Would any of that were so? Well, I mean, no, you were successful in what you were trying to do. Again, the success of it, not the point of order, but carry on.
All right, so I'm going to summarize that for just a moment and include a couple little details so that people understand where and what is going on. In the suburban hills, our heroes have found themselves a cult of the Kushanfar, and having found a secret passageway down into their subterranean meeting area. There's a word for it. I don't want to use lair, but there's another word that I can't think of. It's okay. I'll take suggestions later. In any case, Silas, using his fantastic mimicry ability, lured cultists in one or two at a time until people became suspicious. A group came around from behind while Silas went in to try and talk to everyone as like a hey, this is who I am, and I'm a new convert, and everything's cool and everything's great. And they went, oh, okay, great. And then they grabbed him, and everyone else took care of the people who had circled around in that attack. And as they came in, Silas was being held down by two different people and taunted the cult leader to jam him full of this syringe with green glowing goo, in the hopes that, as he mentioned, it would save Willem, who had been tied down to an altar in this subterranean area.
Mm-hmm.
And so enraged him that he ran in and did that instead, despite everyone trying to stop the cultists from getting there and making this fateful gesture. And that was where we ended last night. So, I'm tipping the scales a little bit here, but because Jason did such a great job on telling us what happened, I'm going to give him a Benny for that story.
That's probably a bad thing.
Yeah, I don't know that I agree with this choice this early.
Where did my Benny coins go?
So Jason will start with 4 Bennies. Jay, I believe, is going to start with 3. Blythe also with 4 due to an edge. And Emily also with 3, which is the standard.
This is what I get for tidying up my desk.
Lose everything?
My tokens are gone.
Yep.
Never tidy up anything.
I don't. Thank you.
Yeah, no, that's.
Oh, never mind. I found them. They were in front of me. Like within arm's reach.
That's literally how it works.
Yep.
Every time.
They were in the container that I looked at, too. I was like, this is where they should be. Why aren't they there? Oh, they are.
That is the story of me and my earbuds yesterday.
Yeah.
That is like every time I put my phone in my back pocket, I'm like, where's my phone? Oh, it's in my pocket.
Yeah.
Right where I put it. Where I couldn't possibly lose it.
I might have missed it. Nick, did we do the whole, this is the Happy Jacks Podcast Network thing?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I was arranging images and because we were out of order even after I did that, so.
Yep, I did the whole thing.
Okay, cool.
So, as we fade back in on our intrepid investigators, the cultist holding the syringe comes jamming down into Silas's chest where he's being held by 2 other cultists, and he plunges down on the syringe, and you can see just the ooze go into Silas's body. And there's a moment, a pause, where nothing happens. And then Silas's body convulses and begins to change, and with a bestial growl, he throws off the 2 guys holding him, and has been transformed into the thing you see behind Jason right now. For those of you listening later, it is a very well drawn, I guess, fawn with very kind of animalistic features. It's not just a human-looking individual with horns and goat legs. It is much more furrier, and the face is somewhat bestial, and altogether much more menacing than Silas has previously been described.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think you had said something about like way bigger. Remember, he was like 5'6", and now he's like 7 feet tall.
Oh,
it's like when a regular person turns into a wolf man. He's the Wolfman version of what a satyr would turn into.
Oh,
right. So he's full, and I think probably other good images are like sort of classic satanic images of the hooves and the big guy with the big horns and all that. But he's just hairier than Satan's usually depicted as. So. Yeah, he's a goatee wear squatch. Yeah, that's a excellent
Boy, oh boy.
interpretation of
Hairier than Satan was Megadeth's 7th album.
Yeah. A largely unappreciated album, I think. So yeah, he's definitely he's not usually like furry. He looks like a guy for the most part, except for his like hairy goat legs and stuff. But he now looks like an enormous goat man and is just bellowing, I think is the technical term.
Yes. So bellowing, kind of convulsing as this all happens, and then a kind of calm tranquility overtakes him, and he looks around. And Jason, why don't you take that away?
Okay. I will acknowledge that Silas is not himself. And we talked about this a little bit off in our Slack.
Silas, surveying your domain, you see two minions who are sort of cowering. Two minions right next to you who are kind of cowering back a little bit.
Could I call them invaders?
Of course.
Yeah.
There is a third one who is standing and looking proud of himself. There is a sacrificial victim that has been lashed to an altar for your enjoyment. And there are three other stunned invaders who are kind of look to be at odds with your minions, with your with those who you have dominion over.
Okay.
With varying looks upon their faces.
Well,
and for a moment, I'm going to skip away from your POV so we can see how everyone is responding. Jay, why don't you go ahead and tell us what is happening to Benton? What's on Benton's face while this is going on?
Pretty much a look of sort of shocked stunnedness is what I'm going to go with. Like, what the hell just happened? To a certain degree, it's sort of, where did Silas go? Because that can't really be Silas, because Silas is a little delightful satyr, and this is a monster, so that can't be right. Is largely what's happening here.
Okay. How is Zoe responding to all of this?
Zoe is very watchfully waiting. She has a hand on her sword, but she's also like, hopeful that maybe this will just be some fun misunderstanding. They can all go home and have ice cream.
Sounds good. And Analia?
Analia is like shocked and surprised and kind of has a look of like, I don't know, but also like, it's just like, she's scared and feeling a bit cautious, but she wants to know what was in that vial. Like, she really wants to find the weird science there. So she's kind of torn between, I'm terrified of what happened to my friend, and also science experiment.
Excellent. All right, Silas.
Okay. Well, with these invaders in my domain, I will channel the god Pan, which actually is the source of the word panic. And I'm going to use my fear ability to make these people go away from me because they have invaded my lands.
Yes, you have a very strong connection to Pan. One would even consider you perhaps an avatar of that being.
Whoopsie.
And you easily are able to pull and summon the power of the panic. So why don't you give me a roll and let's see what happens from there.
Okay. I do want to clarify, Silas's panics are fun.
Okay. Would they be manic? Are they manic panics?
Had to spend a Benny.
Oh, Jay.
I don't think we're on. I don't think it's Monday, so I don't think it's Monday.
Okay, this is good. It's only 8. So, it's fear with a raise. Do you want me to get the fear rules up?
Yeah, why don't you tell us how that works? Because I'm looking at the other half of that, chart.
I was trying to open it up earlier and I was too slow. Okay, so everyone has to make a fear check. Your fear check is a spirit roll as a free action, and if you can see Silas, and then depending on how that goes, we roll on the fear table. But I think you're at -2 to your fear check because I cast with a raise.
If you had a raise, that is correct. They're at a -2 for the roll and
+2 on the fear table.
+2 on the fear table.
Yeah. Oh yeah, here it is. Yep, that's actually what it says. I remembered.
Question.
Yes.
Arcane resistance gives me a +2 on all trait rolls to resist a magical effect.
Then you, my good friend, are at no penalty for this roll.
Woohoo! All right. I'm gonna spin a Benny.
Once this resolves, we will go ahead to initiative, I think, unless the situation has resolved.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I got a 6.
Okay. 6 would be successful, and that was a spirit roll, correct?
That's spirit roll. Yep.
Okay. So, Jason, you said that Silas's fear is fun. Do you just mean that it's not, we're using fear as a mechanic and we're reskinning it, or do you mean...
Yeah, to some extent.
Or were you taunting everyone?
In that it is... No. It's like we're using the fear in the sense that, like, you may have a physical response to what's happening here, but his influence is about like desire, like making you want to like chase the thing that you want. So not necessarily making you want something, but removing the thing that might be stopping you from getting the thing that you want is kind of how I know it's a little esoteric, but that's how I've pictured it in my mind, is just removing all the stops.
Okay. Well, then it sounds to me, Jay, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds to me like the reason that Benton has been brought back is already an overriding desire that is so core to who you are.
Yep.
That you recognize the influence as it emanates out from this goat man, but you're able to brush off its influence on your behavior.
Yep. Shake it off. I'm gonna shake it off. I'm focused on my goal.
All right. Zoe, why don't you show us how you did?
Oh shit! I didn't realize I was rolling.
Yes.
Remind me what I'm rolling on. I put my dice back because I thought
okay.
I wasn't.
You'll need to make a spirit check for this fear-based effect.
Okay, I'm gonna.
And you're going to be at a penalty of a -2.
Okay. Well, good thing I have good spirit. Spend a penny.
Yeah, the spirit? Yes, we do.
The spirit of a teen, one might say.
You know what? I got a 2. I got a 2 is what I got, and I lost a penny for it and everything.
Oh no.
So.
Oh no. Okay.
Hold on.
Let me find out how Analia did, and then we will resolve what
I
happened.
didn't think we'd actually have to use the fear table. Some of it's real bad.
It is.
Okay.
But we'll figure it out.
Okay.
I'm rolling a Ben. I'm gonna use a Benny.
Wow, this might be the first thing that every person has used a Benny on.
I'm sorry, everybody.
Okay. 16.
Well, that is outside
made
of the range.
Just made it.
Yeah, no, I know. It was barely scraping by.
So, is Analia so overwhelmed with the thought and curiosity of what this process was and what happened that she just kind of filed away this effect, like put it in the mental filing drawer? Or how did Analia not be affected by this?
Yeah, she was kind of just, she's so enraptured. Like, she's worried for her friend and she's very, very concerned for Silas. But she also can't help but be like, oh my god, what did they do? How does that work? I need to know more. Also probably need to reverse it. So she's like in full science compartmentalization brain of like trying to think of all the possible chemicals and things she could think of that could cause this.
Okay. All right. So the two of you are able to throw off the effect that is emanating from Silas with this information, both on through your innate nature or through your scientific curiosity. Zoe, however, is not as fortunate. So, Emily, I'm going to ask you to roll a d20. There is no Benny reroll for this, but you want to roll low.
Okay. Do I roll a d6 at the same time? I assume not.
Nope. No, this is just d20.
I got a 16.
Okay. I had let's see. On a 16, the character immediately you're panicked. The character immediately moves their full pace, running die away from the danger and is shaken. So the waves that are emanating off of Silas, and I think we're going to have to do a little bit of massaging of mechanics and skinning here, since this isn't exactly fear.
Like,
but
what's the thing you want to do more than anything right now?
Will you remember him?
So many interesting possibilities here. Let me think on that.
Mm-hmm.
But please continue.
Okay. So Zoe has a moment of sort of reflection as the scales are removed from her eyes. And while that is occurring, I'm going to go ahead and put everyone into initiative.
Okay.
Silas, since you have joined the other side, that means you also get last cards, not first cards.
Okay.
So
fair enough.
We're gonna go ahead and start with.
Well, as we
Jay.
know, the last card is a Joker, so I'm fine with that. Oh, I forgot one thing. There's a cool flavor thing. When he bellows at everyone, he's singing it like he's yelling in 3-part harmony with himself.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
creepy.
Yeah, that's like the creepiest thing I could imagine is sounding like that. So,
and it even sounds like there is musical accompaniment. Like you're not sure how his throat is making 3 voices and the sound of a lyre, but there it is.
Oh boy.
This is some Krampus nonsense.
yeah, that's a good vibe for this.
Oh boy.
That's an excellent vibe. He's gone full Krampus.
No, you never go full Krampus.
Jay, you have the 8 of Hearts.
Thank you. You're gonna offer us butter and a nice dress, which we like to live extravagantly. Is that where this is going?
I missed the reference. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's from The Witch. It's with the devil basically offers a girl butter for her soul.
Well, I mean, butter is pretty good.
Right?
I got the reference.
Thank you.
Zoe, you will be 7 of Clubs.
Nick,
And
Can
we
I
will-
decline initiative?
Absolutely.
I'm not doing initiative for now.
Okay. Analia, Jack of Clubs. Jason, do you want to go last, or do you want to go
The
second to
lastest.
last?
The lastest that I can be.
You want to be the lastest, okay?
Yeah.
So my cultists are going on 5 diamonds. Probably a good call for you here.
Mm-hmm.
And you are King of Spades.
Oh man.
Okay, I'm starting to think this was planned. You're asking for
Yep.
the highest and you get the highest?
that is the thing I would always do is pick last. That is my brand.
Wow.
And Jason and Jay both cut the decks, so they know that I'm not cheating over here.
We did.
I
We saw
mean-
him cut the deck.
Did we?
No, actually, we didn't. He just
That's
said,
true, I didn't actually
he just said
anything.
say win, and he's
But I
like,
was-
I
yeah.
cut the deck, allegedly.
Anything could have happened over there.
Yep.
Anything at all.
All right, here. This is the other deck.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I trust you. I trust
I'm
you.
also fine with how that turned out, so that's...
Of course you are.
I think Jason is doing something through a computer with his magic computer powers. That's how IT people work, right?
Don't tell anybody about that.
Yeah.
That is
Be-
a
be-
secret.
because they're Fae.
Yep.
Invented the internet.
They control the internet. Emily, I'm going to keep the 7 of clubs card, and when that comes up in the order, we're going to figure out what Zoe has done based off of the panic response and based off of what Zoe most wants to be doing.
Oh, I know what Zoe's doing. Yeah.
Okay. But with that in mind, it looks like it is Silas with that King of Spades.
I can see Benton, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
You can see everyone in this
Oh,
room.
yep.
He's
Just
dangerous.
hanging out here.
He gets an entangle.
Everyone kind of is almost sparkling in your eyes.
Yeah. So sparkly. It's time to dance. Yeah, so entangle, I think, probably looks like fawn/nymph collection arriving to, like, grab on and crowd him. You know, like,
Okay.
hey, pay attention to us, pay attention to us. Is that an okay trapping for entangle?
That's
I-
that.
I think that's great.
Okay.
Do they seem 100% there? Are they spectral? What is the...
I think it's the sort of thing where probably anyone else looking is like, those clearly aren't real, but for Benton, well, depending on how entangle goes, I think.
Right.
Right.
So I'll cast a spell. Whoops. Oops. Okay. Well, that's a 14. To cast entangle, and
That sounds like that is a success and a raise.
it's with a raise the bound, so bound and entangled.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
So Benton, you're not sure where they came from, but all of these gorgeous satyrs and nymphs and whatever Benton's persuasion is,
Mhm.
these beautiful beings are just all over you. They're holding onto your arms. They're caressing you. They're asking you to be to stay with them and to not go. And they're just kind of holding you back.
Stay with us forever.
They're cooing over you. They're just saying how wonderful you are. It's actually kind of flattering.
Cool, but can I resist this?
Well, you're going to be making a check when your turn comes up as
Okay.
as a way to kind of break out of this.
All right, cool. But that's what's happening, and I am averting my eyes as I am a gentleman.
Right. Okay. I'm just taking a quick look at finding bound because we're probably going to modify the exact rules on it.
Oh, the song "Stay" from Hamilton just popped into my head.
Oh boy.
While I get all of those details, let's go to Jack of Clubs, which actually I think is Benton. So,
That's me.
Yes.
oh, I'm sorry,
Wait,
that's Analia.
Jack of Clubs. Yeah. The what was
Yeah,
that?
you're eight of hearts.
Yeah.
Eight of Hearts.
Analia's
Got it.
Jack.
Okay. So, Analia, you're up. Surrounding Benton, you see the sort of to you it's indistinct. You're not sure what he's seeing. It's sort of these wisps of green energy, and they are kind of like flowing in a pattern all over Benton, and he seems to be like almost blushing and kind of trying to look away, but he's not fighting back and he's not doing anything initially based on this, but you can't see exactly what he's saying.
Okay.
Or see what he's seeing.
Um,
However, Silas did look at him and make a hand gesture, and the tone of his song changed briefly right before that happened.
suddenly sounded like a rap. Straight out of Hamilton. I've never seen Hamilton.
Oh, okay.
I can't describe songs from it.
It sounded like a wrapping up of
Yeah.
Benton.
Yeah.
Heyo. No.
It's the how will Benton say no to this?
So I think that Analia would see that, and also, but I have to lean into how curious she is, so she's gonna go straight for the cultist that was holding the syringe, and try to get hold of that syringe.
Okay. So that cultist is kind of standing behind Silas. So
Is it-
you would have to run.
Have the syringe?
I'm sorry.
Do they still have the syringe, or do they like leave it at the altar?
No, it's he has it in his fist. So to set the stage of where we are, the three of you are just in. No, actually, you guys had run towards the altar and everything too to try and stop the
I run
cultist.
towards, yeah.
Okay. So right by the place where you came down the stairs in the tunnel and into this subterranean chamber, there is Silas standing there in his new majestic glory. There's two of the human cultists to either one human cultist to either side of him in their various civilian garb, and just kind of behind and off to the side is the cultist in the hood, who's holding the syringe in one hand. Off where you are is by an altar that has Willem strapped down to a stone slab, and then there's also some books and other accoutrements. There's like a hanging tapestry. There's like a ritual knife. There's a whole bunch of arcane kind of symbology and occult gear that's been sort of turn this small area of the big cave into kind of a, I don't want to exactly say a library, but it like is a ritual space in there. And you're standing right by the altar and Willem, and then all this equipment.
Does Willem look unconscious?
Yes, Willem is not responding.
Okay. She's gonna run straight for the books then.
Okay.
And she's gonna be like, well, gotta figure out what's going on. And start looking at the books.
All right. It is going to play the curious hindrance and go, I'm sure this is fine, and let's try and figure out what's going on here.
Sending Analia to read a book is Silas assuming his power worked exactly as designed. Of course she wants to read a book.
Right, she wants to know all about this weird magic stuff that's going on. Blythe, I'm gonna reward you with a Benny for that, because that is completely unexpected and completely in character for Analia, and I love it. So you turn and start going through the occult paraphernalia. I assume trying to figure out if you know what the ritual is, what's going on, try and get to the root of the problem.
Yep.
Fantastic. I love that. We will come back to what that looks like.
Okay.
But why don't you, to let me think about it, why don't you give me a notice or a research roll, whichever is better for you.
They're the same, sadly. But all right. Maybe I should keep the Cthulhu dice. That exploded last time. Ooh. Okay, I got a 6.
Okay, fantastic. I will think about what you'll find, but you are going to spend this turn kind of rummaging through and looking for information about what just happened here. Cool.
Yep.
All right. 8 of Hearts. Benton.
All right. So first, I would like to resist this magical effect that is affecting me.
Okay. So what's going to happen here is currently you are under the entangled and bound conditions. What this means is bound, you may not move, you are distracted and vulnerable as long as you are bound, and cannot make physical actions other than trying to break free. This isn't exactly a physical entanglement, so we're not going to be using athletics for you to break through. This is more of a willpower and mental challenge, so we'll be using spirit.
Cool.
However, distracted means you are going to be at -2 for your rolls until you are no longer distracted. Vulnerable means that anyone who attacks you has a +2 to that effect. As you are kind of distracted by all of these beautiful people surrounding you, cooing at you, telling you how wonderful you are, and how they want you to stay with them forever.
Cool. I'm still applying my +2 on arcane resistance, so that makes it even again, correct?
In this particular situation, I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
Technically, it wouldn't based on rules as written, but
Really?
I think because it would normally be a physical thing, and it would be like breaking through a physical box.
Yep,
but I think that circumstantially that makes sense. I'm okay with that. So for this particular roll, the breaking free action, you can use your +2 to negate the distracted.
Cool. I'm gonna need a Benny on that one too.
Okay.
All of my dice are terrible.
I'm so sorry.
Great. Not your fault. It's not your fault. You didn't design this game. It's not your. None of these were your ideas.
No,
Nick.
but it was his fault. He found you.
Well,
That's true.
I'm going to say all of this, and if you listen carefully to the last episode, all of this is on Jason.
That is 100% true.
I was very upfront about it. I had no idea what was going to happen when he decided that he was going to get injected with this thing.
Very good point. So yes, it is your fault, but nonetheless, I rolled a 7.
Okay, a 7 is enough for you.
Oh wait, hold on. Sorry. Let me just
roll the other one.
Check that. Yep, I forgot about the exploding. So that is a 16.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Let's just see. All right.
Boy.
So, describe for me how you were able to throw off this feeling and function.
Well, I close my eyes really tight and I sort of focus on trying to call up the face of my enemy, the person who shot me. It's still and who killed me. It's still a little hazy. I will know it when I'm in the same room. But I focus on trying to like make remember as many details as possible of that person, and so in focusing my energy there, when I open my eyes, I am free.
Okay, so focusing on the reason why you're here and that your task has not been completed, you're able to realize that these people who are grabbing you they're not real.
Yep.
They're stopping you from getting your vengeance.
Yeah.
And they fade away, leaving you free to act here. the way that this works, just for anyone listening, is that had he made a success, he would have gone from being bound to merely entangled, which would mean he couldn't move and was distracted. However, he got a success and a raise, which means he is able to essentially dispel this thing from happening. And this was a free action for you, so you are able to go ahead and act as you wish.
I hate to do it because he's my buddy, but I kind of gotta, and see if we can save him. I'm gonna punch Silas in the throat.
Okay.
Not a called shot. I'm just gonna punch him. But
sure.
If it's a success, it's going in the throat.
I'm going to assume when you use that sort of language that you are using it for fluff and for description.
For flavor.
Unless you specifically tell me you're making a called shot.
This time I am not. This is just for fun. All right. So this is now back to being an athletics, or no, that's a fighting check, right?
Yep. So let me ask: Is Benton angry? Is this with great sadness? I mean, obviously you don't want to attack your friend, but is it more that you're angry about being used and manipulated, or?
No, I'm not angry. I mean, I'm just like, it's more frustration and let's try to get this over quickly before anyone gets hurt. Kind of is sort of like efficiency. Like let's, if I can subdue him and get him back to Pembroke, we can maybe fix him.
Okay.
And the sooner we do that, the better.
All right. Analytically, the sooner you knock him out, the sooner we can get started on changing this.
Exactly. Yep. I am gonna roll. I'm gonna actually spend that penny that I didn't spend the last time on this one. Yay! Because this is really important that we get this right. Ooh, they both exploded.
Oh.
That is another 16.
Okay. Wow. This should be episode 16, or we should.
Right.
This for Sesame Street. This episode will be brought to us by number 16. Let's find out what letters.
No, this is good because I felt real bad about opening with a 14. So this is.
Woo.
Jason, as I recall, and I didn't see the final sheet on Silas, what is his parry? Is that still a 2, or did that change?
No, it's not. It's and actually, yeah, you sent me some other modifiers.
Well, toughness is going to come into play. Right now, we're just seeing if you connect.
Oh, okay. So which stat am I looking for?
Your parry.
Okay, so parry, I think it's just 4.
Woo-hoo.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you 100% connect with Silas.
Nice.
And you rolled well enough to get a raise, so add an extra d6 for your damage.
Yep. Plus I was wearing my brass knuckles because I'm like, he's big, I gotta really knock him out. So that's gonna add a d4. So 2d6. 2d6 plus or 3d6. Because you're adding 1, so strength plus the wild, 3.
Is brass knuckles are a d6? I thought they were a d4.
D4. Oh, so it's a 1d6 for the for my strength. You're adding a d6 for the raise. Does the wild one come into it? Wild one does not come into play.
Correct.
And
no wild die.
Got it.
2d6 and a d4. They do explode, and add them all together, unlike most other times.
There's no explosion here.
Okay.
But it is a 10.
All right. You lash out with your brass knuckles, and it is kind of fortunate that you're wearing them because they protect your fist. He does not feel the way you would expect punching a person would.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of give. And you have beat his toughness, which is a 9. So you are going to cause him to be shaken. But You laid into him really well, and he barely noticed what just happened here.
Oh boy. Is he supernaturally evil?
Can you give me the description of champion?
Champion +2 damage versus supernaturally evil creatures.
I'm going to modify that a little bit because I don't see that I don't anticipate there being supernatural evil in this game.
Okay.
But I'm going to say that he is definitely infused with supernatural power that does not appear to belong on this plane. So I think you can go ahead and add that.
So yeah. So then with the +2, so it's a 12.
Okay. That is still going to, he notices that you hit him, but he did not react the way that you would think if you had laid into somebody with that kind of notice. Silas, one of these, this interloper, this intruder, who you had given a fond gift to,
A fond gift.
Yeah, a fond gift to, has thrown it back in your face, literally, ignoring what you have gifted him with, and come up and dared to lay hands on you. You're a little bit shocked that he would have the audacity to do such a thing.
Noted.
And with that, I think that we're going to Zoe, which I'm very excited to find out what Zoe is doing.
Okay, so Zoe heads for the door because she's gonna go find David, and then she stops in the door. And if this were the film version, rising on the soundtrack would be Taylor Swift's "You Belong with Me." She pivots on her heel, turns back into the room, and is stealing herself clearly, and kind of balls up her fists. And she walks right over to Analia, and she taps her on the shoulder, and she says, when she finally, I don't know if she gets her attention, but when she assumes she has Analia's attention, she's like, "Do you like movies?" No, I mean, you're a demon. You probably don't know what movies are. They're
so perfect.
They're like you have a big screen, and there's pictures on them, and they tell stories.
Okay.
We could go just as friends, we could go see a movie sometime.
First off, take a Benny, because that's amazing, and I love it. Secondly, I'm going to make just one small change to that scene. I think that Zoe marches over to Analia, and as we're watching this from the film, it is like a stomping, shrugs her shoulders, she looks pissed, and she grabs her and turns her around, and then says, "Do you like movies?" And goes into that, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
Okay. That image tickles me, so. Yeah. Fantastic. I love that. The cultist in the robe and the hood, let's just call him the head cultist, says, "Yes, channel the power, destroy these underlings," and just does the maniacal laugh. The other two are kind of shocked and recoiling from you, and not taking any sort of action, and kind of trying not to be seen by Silas, and just sort of taking a step back. One of them shuffles his feet, and that's all they're doing on this round. So I'm going to go ahead and start again here. Jay, King of Diamonds.
King of Diamonds.
And, that looks like a Joker for Zoe.
Woohoo!
So Zoe's going to get to go at any time during the round and get a bonus to her actions.
This is so good.
And we all get Bennies.
And we all get a Benny, right?
And you all get a Benny.
I will not.
I'm sorry.
I won't take the Benny. Yeah.
The three of you get a Benny.
Yeah, right. You don't
Jason
get a Benny. You don't
get
get a
Bennies
Benny
when I
Jason.
get Bennies.
Yeah, I'm the bad guy.
Jason,
No, it's Billie Eilish.
I do need to know if you are out of bennies. Please let me know.
Oh, okay. I have 3 bennies still.
Okay. Just in case it comes up, because since you're on my team, I get some discretionary bennies I can give out.
Okay.
So we're do some stuff. Analia,
Unacceptable.
you are on the 7 of hearts. I am going on the 9 of diamonds. And Silas is on the 3 of hearts. I was really hoping you were going to pull a joker there.
Well, I would always pick last. That is fine.
All right. So that looks like it is Zoe if she wants to go. And Zoe, you can go at any time and even interrupt someone who has declared what they're about to do.
I'm gonna wait.
If you'd like to go before Silas, you can certainly do so. If not, we're moving. I'm sorry, before Benton, we're moving to Benton's turn.
I'm gonna wait for now. I'm just waiting for an answer to my question.
No, so. I figured. I just want to make sure you have the option and you know. Benton, you're up.
All right. Well, I note that the Silas guy didn't do much. So I'm going to try to grab the cultist in the hood.
Okay. Is the intention to injure the cultists? Is the intention to prevent them from going anywhere?
Yeah, to keep them here. Because I figure my long-term intention here is like, okay, I hit him, it didn't do anything. The plan of knocking him out and dragging him back to this Pembroke is not probably going to work. So, especially since Analia's reading and Zoe is apparently asking Analia out, I figure if I grab the head cultist, I could maybe force the head cultist into fixing it.
Okay. Cool. I love this plan. This is going to be an opposed athletics roll.
Okay. Good thing I am terrible in athletics. That's great.
And this, he does not radiate being supernaturally anything.
Got it. So this is just me and him.
Yeah. So let me grab my athletics as well. All right. I rolled a 6.
I rolled an 8.
Okay. Yeah, you are going to be able to. He tries to throw you off, but he's a little distracted. He didn't even almost notice that you were not engaging with Silas any longer.
Mm-hmm.
And you're able to get the upper hand. And on a success, he is entangled, which means that you haven't completely immobilized him and put him under your control.
Mm-hmm.
But he can't move unless you allow him or move him, and is distracted, meaning that anything that he does is going to be at a -2.
Great. Awesome. And so my big thing here is, I'm going to grab him like, fix my friend.
Okay.
And that's all I'm trying to do here.
Great. So how do you have him? What is the beginning of your grapple? How do you have him?
I've sort of armbar him up against the wall, or
okay,
them or whatever, since it's a hood. But armbar him up against the wall and have my forearm over against their throat, holding him pinned to the wall.
Okay, and then growl at him. Fix my friend.
Exactly.
Fantastic. I think that's great, and I like it very much. We're going to move to the 9 of diamonds, who is, well, it's not me. Is that me?
I was a 7 of hearts.
You're 7 of hearts, and 3 was Jason, and yes, okay, 9 of diamonds is me. Never mind. Yeah, so we're gonna go right.
All I know is I'm dead last.
Yeah. Great. The hooded cultist spits at you and said, "He has been infused with the power. You cannot stop him." And he's going to attempt to break free. So this is actually going to be so this is going to go back to it being athletics.
Okay.
So an opposed athletics roll.
Got it. Benny and the Jets.
Well, why don't you let me tell you what I got before you decide to Benny?
Okay.
I have a 3. Did you do better?
I did not do better. I have a 3.
Okay.
Where does does tie go to me or to them?
Let's see. Initiate suppose athletics roll. I would say that at a tie, the status quo is maintained. No break is made
Cool.
through.
Cool.
So he is not able to break 3. That's a free action though, so he can still take a regular action here.
Cool.
Oh, I will have to get a rules on that, but I'm going to say that he absolutely did not break free, because as written with the distracted condition, I would have taken a -2, so that would have been a 1.
That's right.
So you have successfully held him in this. You have him still armbarred up against the wall,
Mm-hmm.
and he is going to. He is going to slam the syringe in his hand, which is empty,
Mm-hmm.
but he's going to slam the needle into towards you,
All right.
trying to get you in the face. What is your parry?
5.
Okay. You are holding him in such a way that he's not able to effectively get that over for you, and kind of
Mhm.
bat that hand away, knocking the syringe out of his hand,
Cool.
which falls to the ground at his feet. And he starts to laugh again at you. "You may hold me, but you have no idea what you're in for."
I so don't like this dude.
But that's so much fun. 7 of hearts.
That's me. So I guess now, so like, Analia is very confused right now, and it's just like, I know what movies are, Zoe, and I like them. Like, she doesn't quite understand why Zoe is asking her this question. She's just kind of like, but she's like torn between wanting to read more and like being loyal and good to her friend. And so is like, "Zoe, I want to talk about this. I do like movies. We can go see one sometime, but like, books." She's just kind of like,
So
I
there's
figure out what's happening to Silas.
so there's an open book in front of you, and you've only had a couple of seconds to peruse it, but you do see it looks like there is some sort of summoning ritual on this sheet. It doesn't look like it had anything to do with like, nothing jumps out at you of like ooze or injection. But it definitely looks like this is some sort of information about what was going on with the cult. And that was the notice roll from before. Besides getting that information and turning to reassure Zoe that you know what movies are, and that it'd be cool to go to one sometime, I guess, but like, hey, we're in the middle of a thing right now. Is there any other action you want to take? Do you want to keep reading the books? Do you want to grab things and run? Do you want to
She's gonna look at that summoning ritual and go over to the like altar and it's just like
Okay.
kind of drags Zoe with her because clearly Zoe is not thinking. It's just
Okay.
like, come with me because clearly you're not safe and you're good at punching things and I'm not.
Okay.
Do you want me
This-
to punch something?
She grabs your hand, by the way. This is Analia holds her hand
Oh boy.
and not thinking about this. It's just like, come on, and like grabs her by the hand and holds it and walks forward with book in hand and like goes to the altar to like research more.
Oh, all in on this. This is great. This is great. See, the thing is, I thought I loved David. He just, he's everything I want. I suck away your will to live, and that's really cool. I just wanted you to know how cool that is. I think that's really cool. Anyway,
Zoe.
do you need me to like, if you have anything you'd like me to do, because I realize that like you're up to stuff. So if you have like tasks you need done, I can do the tasks. Just tell me where to go.
Zoe, Analia kind of looks at Zoe and is like, are you okay? Like, she's like, can you help Benton? I mean, Benton's got the cultist guy. Maybe help keep Silas distracted away from Benton so Benton can interrogate him and I can try to figure out what this ritual is.
Emily,
oh my gosh, yes.
Before Zoe answers, I'd like to offer you a deal.
Oh, no.
The deal is I will give you a Benny if Zoe activates her siphoning power, because Analia is not really responding to what it is you want and need, the adoration. So I will pay you a Benny if you will use the power that we talked about, the siphon power that is inherent on Analia, to kind of put her more in a suggestible mood for you.
I think Zoe, for once in her life, likes the thrill of the chase.
Excellent.
I have so many bennies.
That's fine. I'm 100% okay with that decision. I just wanted to put it out there in case it seemed like it would be fun. Having Analia say, hey, we're kind of in the middle of something. Could you maybe go take care of Benton and Silas and we can figure out what's going on? What would you like to do?
First, I want to notice that we're still holding hands, and then I want to kind of smile and just like this. Yeah.
You notice that as a free action.
All right. And I let go of her hand very gingerly, and then I'm going to go over and distract Silas as requested. I'm just going to like get up in his face. I'm just going to be like, hey, oh, you look weird. Yeah. I think I'm going to try to, I'm going to try to convince him of something. I'm just going to try to convince him to like, I don't know, focus on me. I'm totally unaware of like the danger I'm in.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right, let me do a quick, I think we're probably going to call this like a taunt.
Okay.
So I just want to do a quick look up on how to take care of that. That's really irritating because, it's not like that is used all over the book as an example of things that you can do. Do you have the taunt skill?
I don't. Is that an edge?
No, it's just a regular skill you would take.
Yeah, I don't see it. No.
Okay.
Which would it be under spirit? Because I don't see it
I
there.
think it's under smarts.
It's under smarts.
Okay. Taunt. Yeah, I don't have it.
Okay. So make a smarts roll for me.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. Make a my apologies. You're going to roll a d4 minus 2.
Okay.
Since this is an untrained skill for you.
Okay.
And this is going to be resisted by Silas's smarts.
Do I also roll a d6 or am I, because it's untrained?
Yes. Yep. Yeah. You still get your wild die as normal.
Okay.
Now-
And I roll my smarts die.
You roll your smarts die and also your d6.
Yeah.
But don't you have thin-skinned or something of that nature
Yeah.
that is going to apply a penalty? I think.
Yeah. I'm easily tauntable.
Okay.
I don't
what-
remember what it is, but I assume a -2. That's
Okay. Yeah. If you don't have your character sheet handy, we'll go with that.
well, I
-2
have it
is
handy,
essentially-
but it doesn't say what thin-skinned does. Hold on, I can find it.
Oh, I can get there.
Then
S.
oh, here we go.
Okay, thin-skinned.
Yeah.
Is it minor or major?
Minor.
Then it's -2 to resist a taunt.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So you're rolling your smarts and wild die -2. Zoe is rolling a d4 and wild die -2. Oh no, I'm sorry, Zoe. This actually is just going to be a straight d4 plus wild die roll because as a Joker, you're at a +2 for all your actions.
That's right, I sure am.
Are you sure I get my whole smarts die?
Yep.
Oh, it aced.
Okay.
Spend a penny.
I have 15 -2 is 13.
Yeah, I got a 6.
Okay. Silas, one of these insects is buzzing in your face and saying something about pay attention to me and it's time we should be going, and you're making Analia upset.
I just want to ask you, listen, have you ever been in love? And what is it like? And how did you deal with it? And like, what if you wanted to tell someone you were in love with them? How would you do that? Because I don't know.
Do you believe in life after love?
Do you? It's a love story, Uncle Silas. Baby, just say yes.
Fantastic. I love it. Yeah, I'm gonna, that tickled me so much, I'm gonna give you a Benny anyway. So look, you got a Benny out of me, even though you've got a ton. Silas, you're up. These gadflies are just buzzing around your domain.
I thought I knew what I was going to do. I have to look at something real quick. Okay. It's
Now the first thing I do need to have you do is make a shaken roll.
Oh, that's right. Well, can I spend a Benny to just clear it?
You can, but you might as well roll for free.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so
Because
what?
you can spend a Benny afterwards.
What do I roll again?
Spirit.
Oh yeah, that's the same as my smarts, which is why I did that, so I would not get confused. 3. Okay, so we're gonna spend the Benny.
Okay. So you don't need to re-roll. The Benny will just.
Oh, it just clears it. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm down to 2 bennies, and I'm gonna go ahead and cast Summon Ally on the one of these cultists who's cowering, and pull the spirit of the fawn through this man, so that he will become one of my satyrs.
Okay.
And I will explain to him, my niece is tired and would like to go home now. And so his direction is to escort her out of the building, which will probably go smoothly. And
Won't be hard at all.
Yep.
Won't
All
cause
right.
problems.
Let's see how well you can channel the power of the satyr.
Okay. I won't roll the orc die. We know what happens with that.
Aww.
Or do.
Okay. I have a 10.
Okay, 10 looks like that is a success and a raise. So you reach out and grab hold of one of these cowering minions, the one that actually looked like he was about to turn tail and get out of here. And channeling into it, you bring the spirit of a satyr that is attentive to your command. The man morphs and becomes a satyr in your hands. His form shifting to the correct one for a servant of this sort of nature, and his eyes flash green, and he says, "How may I serve, master?" And then I assume you give him my niece is tired and wants to go home.
Yeah.
Speech. Okay.
And he has the bodyguard stats from Summon Ally.
Great. I will keep that bookmarked. This extra is under your control.
Okay.
So it will go after your turn. It'll go directly after you in the initiative work.
Okay.
And you're going to control its action. So you have transformed it. And what does it go do?
Oh, it is trying to. Well, I don't know what to roll to like move Zoe out of the room. That's like he's
okay.
Playing bouncer, so and like he's not attacking, except he's probably moving her where she doesn't want to go. So it's sort of an attack.
Okay, so it sounds to me like this is a grapple.
Okay.
Like he's trying to pick her up or move her.
Yeah, he's like trying to shove her in the towards the door. Because she's tired and she wants to go home.
Okay. So a shove to move would be a fighting roll with the result, instead of damage, to be forced movement.
Okay. Yeah.
So I would say make a fighting check.
Okay.
Zoe, what is your parry? Assuming you want to resist this.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm not leaving the side of Analia. Jeez. My parry is 5.
Oh, I got a 5 exactly. That it has to beat it, right?
No, it just needs to do it just needs to do as good as.
Oh, okay.
Like if 4 is a target number, 4 is a success. 5 is the target number, so 5 is a success.
Okay. I got a 5.
So Zoe, this what used to be a bog standard man has been transformed into a satyr. Since you're the first interaction when it was created, what is something interesting about this that we can use to refer to it?
Well, that's really weird. It has a ZZ Top beard.
Okay. This satyr.
That's not weird at all.
No, Zoe's just like, this is like a goat now. What's going on?
Which is perfect. Okay, so ZZ Top has sort of a not a blank look, but like a just going to obey the commands that he's given, and says, "Come along, you're tired," and he pushes you away from Silas a couple of steps back and moves forward to keep corralling you.
Also pushing me away from someone even more important.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So
now we didn't, because we did like a weird thing with this for Panic, you do have the option of making a spirit check at the beginning of every round in order to throw off the effects of this Panic. So I don't know if you want to do that or if you are happy to continue to play this.
I'm gonna do that. I definitely like I'm gonna do that, but if I roll poorly, I'm not gonna do a penny because I'm having so much fun.
Sounds great.
What do I need? I just need to get a 4, or
Yeah. Yep. You just need to make a check with your spirit and your wild die.
Oh boy. I got a 13.
Oh my god. Did I just tell Analia that I wanted to go to a movie with her? We're in the middle of this big thing and Uncle Silas is in a lot of trouble. And why on earth would I do this to someone who I'm in competition with? What is wrong?
Analia, she calls across the room. Did I say anything to you?
I think we're
Or
going to a movie over the weekend. But
oh, fudge. Okay. Thought that was a dream. Evidently happened. Okay. And then she kind of looks around and is like, "You guys let everything go to shit, didn't you? Okay, we're gonna deal with this."
Great. And there's a satyr who is pushing you out towards the passageway that you came in from.
Yeah. Quit that.
All right. And top of the order, we're going to go with Jay, 9 of Hearts.
9 of Hearts.
And Zoe is the 2 of Hearts.
Appropriate.
I guess I won't be going last this time.
Probably not. You can get the 2 of Clubs.
Oh, is the clubs lower? Okay.
Yeah. Analia, you're on the 9 of Spades.
Classic song.
I am on the 8 of Diamonds. And Jason, you are on the Ace of Clubs.
What?
Another classic cover.
This, I mean, if we had planned it, that would make sense, but that's not what happened.
Wow. Conspiracy theory has gotten worse. Like, y'all planned this.
I swear to you, Anna, that was I always switch decks because I have 2 shuffled decks. So when I hit a joker, I can just move on to the next deck that's already pre-shuffled while I shuffle the other one. So this is a brand new deck, brand new day. Ace of Clubs, you're up.
Okay. Zoe's being escorted out because she's tired. Benton is occupied with the other guy.
He's realized the futility of trying to stop you and is grabbing one of your minions.
That's fine. They're probably gonna dance or something. This is a party. In Silas's mind, this is a planned event that we've all arrived at together.
Oh yeah.
And I think the next thing I was trying to figure out. Yeah. Okay. So what I think.
There is that nerd in the corner who's just looking at books. She's not having a good time at this party.
I know. So what I think is going to happen is I'm going to use illusion to just create this whole... She's over by the altar, right?
Yep.
Just create like a whole mess of books on the altar. Like clearly she wants more books. And if that can draw her in, then that's the goal.
Okay.
Oh,
fantastic.
Actually, I guess technically, I mean, really what I'm trying to do is stun her, like be sort of enthralled by this image.
Okay.
And that's not what illusion does. So I think maybe I'm doing like stun or confusion.
It's up to you. We can do it either way. I think if this is something short term, like you're just trying to distract temporarily, confusion is the way to go. If you're hoping that she will be distracted by these books for some time, stun is probably the better option.
All right, let's do stun.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us what we need to do for stun.
Well, first I have to cast, and then we'll see. So, here we go.
Anything to resist or?
Yeah. I have a 5, and you roll. You have to make a vigor roll, but I didn't get a raise. So you don't have the -2.
For this effect, we're going to make this a spirit roll.
Oh, spirit roll. Okay.
because this isn't something that Analia is physically overcoming. This is
Right.
in her mind,
Yeah,
right?
it's not like the literal concussive force. It's the all books forever.
Right. So yeah, make a spirit roll.
There we go. I got bennies.
Okay.
One more time. I don't remember what the best roll of those three was.
Did you beat a 4 at any point in your rolls?
Yes.
Okay, then that is good enough.
Okay.
So in front of you, for a moment, you thought you saw that. What's the one book that you've been looking for years that you haven't been able to find anywhere?
It's a book
The first edition of what?
It's like this old alchemy book that she's been trying to find forever. She's like gotten some abridged copies here and there, but she cannot find the original full-length version in its original language, which is it's written by a very famous demon.
Mm-hmm.
That who she thinks is her dad was probably really good friends with, but she doesn't know. So she really wants this book. So
for a moment, you think that you see this Arcanum Malefactum first edition penned in the original blood, the whole 9 yards. But like as you move in to take a closer look, you realize that's 16th century treatise on alchemy that just had really bad handwriting, and so it vaguely for a moment looked like it was demonic writing. Man, if whoever wrote this actually went into that sort of a forgery business, they'd probably make a lot of money. But no, this is clearly not worth your time. Silas, is there anything else you want to do as you survey your domain?
No, because I don't want to move, and I didn't take a penalty to take multiple actions, so
okay.
I think I'm good, because everything else is being handled, and I'm like, I don't know what to do with Analia.
Okay. So Analia, you
have fun at my party.
You realize that this book, the book that you thought you saw wasn't what you were really hoping it was, and instead you are still just surrounded by the manuals and the information that's going on. It looks like there's about half a dozen books here, written in a couple of languages and concerned with the veil, bringing things through. One is like it actually has a wide history and being known as being a forgery full of nonsense that has nothing to do actually with any kind of summoning or supernatural, but it's something that a lot of people get confused by and think it's an actual book, like it's the
Malister Cronley.
exactly, and it's honestly, it's one of those things that you kind of expect posers are going to have in their bookcase. But there are some other books here that are definitely on the level. Nothing that you consider to be at like a high level of competence in this set. What would you like to do?
I want to examine like what kind of components are at the altar and see if I can start kind of backwards engineering whatever this ritual might have been.
Okay. Do you have a cult?
I don't. I have weird science.
How about research?
Yeah, it's a D4, but I have it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll research.
The person who's usually my occult partner is busy.
Well, he wants you to
Hello.
have a good time. He just wants you to have a good time.
Yeah. It's a
I'm-
party.
One more
So, you're looking at a.
That's a 5. I got a 5.
Okay.
Oh, are you the person at the party who there should have been a cat to say hello to?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I misjudged that.
Yeah. Analia's reading the books on the bookcase in the living room. There's something. What's on the altar isn't a summoning. Like, it's not what you would have in the book for the summoning ritual. So what was being used and what was being done here doesn't look like it matches the instructions that you have in the book that you're looking at.
Okay. Well, time to keep looking through some books and seeing if I can figure out which one's what.
Okay. Then it looks like we're going to Benton.
All right. So I'm still restraining the lead cultist guy here, right?
Yeah, you've still got him armbarred against the wall. He's tried to break out, but to no avail.
All right. I guess I'm going to try to intimidate him into doing what I want,
Okay.
or into being, compliant. Hold on, I'm just checking to make sure. I know I lose things on persuasion, but nothing affects my my intimidation. So let me try to intimidate him. You know what? I'm not gonna roll use a Benny on this. I'm just gonna let it roll at a 5.
Okay. I got a 14.
Oh my.
So he is unfazed by your demands that he reverse it. Why would I want to reverse what I've worked for? Granted, this was not exactly what I intended, but what has been summoned, what is here, will destroy you just as thoroughly as what I had planned. You will never stop the Kushan Far.
Well, I don't like any of that. Is that my one action? Because I'd also maybe like to punch him. Because I don't think I like this guy.
You know what? I'll give it to you. Go ahead and punch him.
All right. Yeah.
And snag a Benny because that tickled me.
Okay. Woohoo. Double bonus. All right. Benny. And a fighting roll.
It's a fighting roll, and no, I guess he's not vulnerable. He's distracted. Okay.
That's a 9 with my fighting roll.
Okay, that's
9
gonna
on
be
the dice.
that's gonna be enough to hit him.
Cool.
Give me that damage.
All right. So that damage is my strength plus my brass knuckles. That's a 5.
Okay. You rear back and you crack him right across the jaw, and he his head knocks back into the stone where you've done that, and he blood dribbles out of the corner of his mouth, and he goes, "Is that the best you can do?"
Oh, I don't like this guy at all. All right. Just you wait until my next turn.
Henry Iggins.
Exactly.
He is going to, with a look in his eye, he will bring his hand around, and coalescing out of it is a he's going to try and break free first, so oppose me here just so we can see.
And this is an opposed athletics check.
Yeah.
Got it.
And I got a 12.
You got a 12. All right. All right. My best roll there was a 7. I'm going to spend that Benny you just gave me
Okay.
to see if I can beat a 7, because I really don't want to let this guy go. You got a 12, you said?
I did.
I'm going to spend one more Benny. See if I can beat a 10. Just come on, Papa. Ooh. It worked. Hold on, I have to keep going. So that is an. Hold on, let me do the math. 8, 12, 16, and 3, 19.
Okay. You are 100% able to prevent him from getting free, and in fact, you are. You're going to be able to put him in a bound condition instead of just entangled. Because you did so well, I'm gonna reward you with reversing with sort of a reverse. So he makes a move, kind of twists away, so your elbow hits the wall and kind of scooches out to the side like he's going to escape. How do you get him back into a more secure position?
I grab that arm and I chicken wing him around and pin him back up against the wall with his arm, chicken wing behind him.
Okay, so he's face to the wall.
Yeah, face to the wall.
Arm back behind him, and you're jamming it up.
Yep.
Okay. With his other hand, you see it glow, and coalescing is it looks like a ball of thorns. That without looking, he kind of flicks back towards you.
Ew. I don't like that at all.
However, since you just slammed his face up into the wall and he can't see you very well, it goes over your shoulder and just impacts against another wall, exploding into like a batch of brown thorny vines.
Oh, that would have sucked a lot. Jeez.
So good job on that. The other cultist looks at you and looks at Silas and kind of gives Silas a little like nod and then runs over and he's going to try and take a swing at you.
Okay.
So figuring that you are distracted with his boss, just bare knuckled, he comes in and he hits you in the back. I rolled a 12. So what's your parry?
My parry is a 17. Yeah, it's a 17. It's a legit number.
I thought it was a 27 actually.
You know what? Actually, looking at it, I was looking at the wrong thing. It's a 75.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 75 is my parry. No, it's a 5, which is less than what you did.
Okay. And it sounds like I get a raise on there because a 9 would be enough for a raise.
Yeah, it sounds like it to me.
Okay. Well, I only rolled a 5 on my damage die. What's your toughness?
My toughness is a 7 on account of my armor.
Okay. You can feel him try to interpose himself into this, but he's not terribly effective. He's probably a little bit freaked out about this whole situation.
Cool.
And we go to Silas.
Okay. Well,
I think that's right. Did I skip someone?
Oh, I don't know. Oh wait, did Zoe go?
Zoe didn't go. I'm sorry. I think I skipped Zoe.
I'm last.
Oh, Zoe is
I'm
the 2.
dead
Okay.
last. I have 2 of hearts.
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
was
right.
the ace.
Silas went first.
I was
Yes,
the
I'm
ace.
sorry.
Yeah.
Zoe, you're up. I got confused from the last round.
Okay. A little embarrassed right now. Something happened. It wasn't great, but I think Zoe's gonna like turn around and try and like suck all the energy out of this cultist that she can get. Just like let him push her in order to like grab her or grab his vibe.
Great.
I'm running out of words apparently.
It happens to all of us.
Hmm.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
So I believe we set that up as a opposed spirit check.
Yes.
Okay.
So she just turns around and is like, listen, you seem like a nice enough guy. Just let's talk a little bit about, do you like movies? You seen any good movies lately? I haven't. I don't go to the movies nearly enough. God, why am I talking about movies?
Why do I have movies on the brain?
Are you going to tell me what I have to beat?
Oh, I'm sorry. I rolled a 5.
I rolled a 6. So,
Okay. So I take a level of fatigue, and you get a level of strength or vigor.
yeah, I'm going to level up my strength to I'll be at a D10 then, I think. So.
Okay. Cool. So that was successful. We didn't discuss this being an action or not. So I'm not sure if that would be your action or if you want to take multiple actions and we can apply a penalty to that.
Yeah, I want to hit now. I want to hit this guy.
You still want to hit this
just
guy?
headbutt him. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Since we didn't talk about this before, I'm going to split the difference and subtract 1. So you were still successful, but your attack roll is going to be at a -1.
Okay, cool.
When we constructed this, I didn't think about the multiple actions for it.
Do you happen to know what his parry is?
I do. His parry is 5.
I got a 5.
Okay, that is good enough to hit. And go ahead and roll damage, and I will tell you his toughness is also 5. Oh wait, I'm sorry, I'm looking at different stats. His parry was still a 5. Toughness is 7. So you're gonna need a decent job to
And I'm rolling that strength, right?
correct.
Okay. Yeah, that is 13.
All right. That is going to be enough for over the toughness and a wound. So what you're gonna take him out of the fight. What happens when you hit him?
I headbutt him, and it doesn't like do anything massively bloody, but it like dislocates his jaw.
Okay.
Like it just like kind of drops a little bit this way, and then I like throw him back, and he tumbles end over end.
Great. So you do that. You sort of knock his goat jaw out of alignment, and he goes ass over tea kettle over against the wall like you pound him, and you notice that as that happens, he seems to shift back to looking like a baseline human again.
Okay. Is this the one with the ZZ Top beard?
Yes.
Okay. Zoe, like thinking she's quite clever, is like, your beard's too long. She dispatches him.
Top-notch quip.
Yep. Fair enough.
She's not an Arnold Schwarzenegger character, I'm afraid.
All right. So going back to the order, we've got Jay at the Queen of Hearts.
Yes.
Zoe, you are on the 4 of diamonds.
What is happening?
Well, you're not last. Analia, you're on the 3 of clubs. But Analia, you're not last. I'm on the 2 of clubs.
Oh my god!
And Silas, you're on the King of Spades. So Silas, this party isn't going how you had intended. I don't think you've got some people who like. Sure, there can be like a joyous fight at a party, and that can make it fun for everybody. But this doesn't seem to be that. Your niece has shoved your servant against a wall and broken his communion with you.
Mm.
Your guest who's into books is not really, doesn't seem to be super happy, but also not joining the rest of the party. Your other guest, your other 2 guests are sort of like tumbling and fighting, or maybe they're dancing. You're not sure. They might be okay. But what would you like to do?
Okay, I have to visualize a couple things. Zoe just threw that guy to the ground. And
Yep.
Benton has the guy pinned up against the wall with his arm behind his back, and this guy tried to hit Benton in the back.
Yeah.
Okay. And Analia is over at the altar with a book.
Yeah, and sort of looking at all of the occult paraphernalia, looking at it, checking the book, kind of slightly confused look on her face, as she kind of, as like what is there doesn't match what is here, sort of thing, and is sort of looking at all of the other accoutrements.
Okay. Well, my party's been ruined.
Oh.
And
Sorry, not sorry.
And I did hear something that head cultist said earlier, and I'm actually gonna sort of shout. Well, yeah, I'm shouting at him because I'm also casting stun, and I'm just shouting, "You think you control me?" And just like it's just a flash of light. And it's, yeah, I'm going to try and do a bunch to the guy who's pinned up against the wall, the head cultist.
Yeah.
Well, 5's not enough, so I'm going to spend a Benny. Because I want the raise. And I have a gosh darn D12. There we go. That's a 10.
Okay, that's enough for a raise. So I need to make a vigor roll or spirit roll.
I think this one's vigor. It's a more traditional stun.
Okay.
Because now I'm mad, so it's just a -2 to the vigor roll.
Down goes Fraser.
Okay.
So I have failed that vigor roll. Let me see.
Stunned, I think.
Yep. Or be stunned, page 106. Cool. I'll look up what that's going to mean for me. But yeah, you were 100% successful on the head cultist. So this was like a big force, bludgeoning and magical force, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Silas, the head cultist goes limp in your armbar.
Oh, Benton.
Or rather
Benton.
Benton. I'm sorry, in your chicken wing there.
He just goes limp, like to the ground limp?
Basically insensate. But yeah, he's
All
like
right.
his legs have gone noodly. He's still awake, like you can see his eyes are there, but he's just not processing.
All right.
If you choose to do anything to him in this state, you're going to get a +2 to hit him and to do damage. You have the drop on him.
Okay. I mean, I don't intend to. I still want him to fix my friend.
Sure.
Is definitely going to remain the theme of this endeavor.
I understand. I just wanted to let you know what the mechanics were in case you want to do something. Silas, is there anything else that you want to do? Do you have any movement or any other plans here?
I think I just sort of stalked over next to their threesome. And,
Okay.
Just like stomped, the hooves are probably especially loud because I'm so much bigger right now and heavier, and just like stomped over there to scream in this guy's face, which is what stunned him. And
great.
For his audacity.
Okay, fantastic.
So I'm right next to Benton if he wants to punch my lights out.
Well, since it's Benton's turn, how does Benton respond to this? The cultist that you were trying to get to restore your friend has fallen to his knees, almost not paying attention to the fact that you still have his arm chicken winged back behind him.
And Silas is standing sort of next to me. Is he looking in my direction?
I think
he just shouted past your face.
Yeah.
Okay.
And made the guy pass out.
Okay, I think since this guy is kind of limp, that returns Silas to the main threat here. So I'm going to drop the cultist, let him hit the ground, and punch Silas again.
Okay.
I'm going to spend my current last Benny to re-roll.
I am easy to hit. My parry's 4. So.
Oh, that's true. Because it's the damage that's the problem. So yeah. So I got a 5. So
unless you wanted to go for the raise. I mean, that's.
No, I'll just go for the 5, and so hopefully the damage dice will be kind.
Yeah, roll damage, and you can always spend the Benny to re-roll the damage if you hate it.
All right, and so that's the damage of strength plus the D4. I am going to spend that Benny to re-roll the damage. Because that ain't going to get it done. Oh, that's coming closer. So that's a 13 on the damage.
Okay. That is going to be enough to do a wound and stun him. So this ungrateful wretch has turned around and just planted you one across the face, and you actually felt it. Like he dared to lay hands on you in an aggressive manner when all you're trying to do is provide a good party for everyone.
Can't people just have a good time?
Yeah. Jason, so that's a wound, and you will be shaken at the beginning of the next turn. That was Queen. So, Zoe.
Hello. I want to get as much energy as I can from my Uncle Silas so I can go up to a D12.
Okay, so you're going to walk up to Silas and try and suck from him as well?
Yeah. I'm just going to start talking to him about love and how love is great, and we'd never tell our secret crush how we feel about them.
Yeah, I mean, that's all stuff Silas agrees with.
Yeah. Silas, this is an opposed spirit roll.
Oh, okay.
Spending because I've got them.
I will as well. That's my last paper.
Actually rolled pretty well.
Well, why don't you guys say what you got?
So I got a 3.
You can all
I got a
make your
5.
bennies.
I got a 5.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna spend a Benny and re-roll.
Okay.
Okay.
And then she can decide after I roll, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh well, my 6 and my 8 are both acing.
Oh, great.
Oh well, not very far. So I have a 10. Is my best
Okay.
one. A 10 and a 7. I rolled a 1 and a 2 with my ace.
Spending a Benny. Ooh, my 8 aced.
Yep. Go big. You can't roll much
It
worse than
aced
I did.
again.
Oh god. Oh no, I'm gonna die.
And again,
Wow.
29.
Oh,
Am I dead? What
no.
happens with Siphon?
Okay. So the way that Zoe's power works is in a contested spirit roll, she is sucking energy from the target, assuming she is successful, and the target and whoever fails takes fatigue.
Okay.
It is capped at 2 raises though per use, or
Okay.
two uses. So you have two fatigue.
Wait, I had a wound and a fatigue from the previous thing?
Just a wound.
Oh, okay. And now 2 fatigue.
Let me just tell. Go ahead.
Zoe, when you reach into manipulating the energy field to increase your own vitality, it is like grabbing hold of a electrical line. The juice is huge, so you're actually going to go up 4 die types instead of the normal 2 that you would for the success in a race.
I'm
This
already at a
is-
D10.
This is huge. So what's going to happen is D12 is the largest die type. Every step beyond that adds a +1.
Right.
So I think you're at a D12 +3,
D12 plus 3.
which is absolutely within the realm of superhuman strength, assuming you put it all in strength.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
There is something that just like leapt from Silas into you. And Silas, you can feel like a leeching effect and actually have shrunk a little bit.
Virtue hath gone out of me.
A little bit, yeah. Like there is something that is draining that communion. However, Zoe, I need you to make a spirit roll for me.
Okay. I'm scared of what's about to happen.
roll high, please roll high.
How do you feel about
I got a
Yeah.
7.
What is Jason? What is your spirit as the conduit?
it's a wait, what do you mean?
What is your spirit die?
Oh, my current spirit die?
Right.
Hold on.
I don't think I increased your.
No, you
your
didn't. So it's
spirit
just
die.
it's a D8. Yeah.
Okay. I'm using you as sort of the size of the pipeline.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm using your spirit die.
Yeah. Like
And so
like
you-
a resistor in a circuit.
Exactly. Zoe, you said you got an 8?
7.
7.
Mhm.
I'm gonna spend one of my bennies because this is amusing to me.
Oh God.
That's an 8. That's going to ace. That's a 12.
This is not on me.
Oh, boy.
Zoe, in addition to the feeling of strength that you have drained in, there's also a feeling of euphoria and the word that comes to mind is madness, but not in like a crazy. I guess mania is better.
There we
There's
go,
a
yeah.
full mania that has come with this power as well, and you realize that everyone should serve you and do what you want.
I mean, of course.
No. But like you thought that's how you felt before, but now you really feel like that is the correct order of things. Like the cosmic sign has shown everyone should do what you want.
Like if
Like-
there was
Now.
if there was a TV camera here right now, I would be the Antichrist so quickly. It would be amazing. Great.
Oh boy.
So what you do with that information, we will soon find out. But Analia, it is your go.
Oh boy. I mean, I'm gonna take her researching because that's what she knows how to do, and she's like doesn't want to hurt any of her friends, and honestly, she won't because she's loyal to them. So if Silas were to do something, she's not gonna fight back. So she's just gonna keep researching on how to save her friend.
Okay.
I do have the alchemy edge, and I was kind of curious if via my research I could maybe engineer a potion that I think could make him normal again. If I kept researching and maybe used some of my alchemy edge PowerPoints to do that.
I think you can. Absolutely. I think that you're able to kind of glean what has happened here. But I don't think you're going to be able to whip together an antidote in a couple of seconds. It's going to take a little bit more time and research. But I would say that with the alchemy edge and the research that you've already done and the papers that you've gathered, you are pretty sure you've got enough here to engineer some sort of counter agent.
She's gonna like take out her backpack and like she doesn't take it off though. She just like starts looking. She's like, all right. She like puts it on.
We've done it. You sling it on one shoulder, take one arm out, sling it on one shoulder.
All on front and is like taking it out and like putting stuff in. It's biometrically locked to her, so no one can ever get in. So now she's like, all right, gonna just do this and starts trying to concoct something.
Okay.
A weird science roll, I think, for the alchemy edge.
Okay.
And I think
I'm going to, if you want to try and do this right here, right now, what I'm going to do is because you're in a rush, there's a lot of stuff going on, you're distracted, you're not in your own laboratory. We're going to do what's called a dramatic task.
Oh.
And the dramatic task is you're going to need to get a certain number of successes in a certain number of turns before you get a certain number of failures.
Okay.
I'm going to set it at
dramatic task.
I think this is going to take you at least 4 rounds. So you can stop at any time and nothing will happen. But you're going to need to get, I think you're going to need to get 6 successes in 4 rounds.
Why? All right.
Because this is not, you're in not great circumstances in order to get this done.
Is a raise like 2 successes in that circumstance?
A raise is just 1 extra success, but there's no cap.
Oh, yeah.
So in theory, if she rolls really well by turn 1, she could go like 100% get it.
Oh, yeah. I was just curious about dramatic task. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well. So do I roll?
Yeah. Go ahead and get started with weird science.
Weird science. I don't remember any other words to that song.
There are other words to that song?
Bits and tubes and pots and pans.
Oh. Well, I got a 7.
Okay. So a 7 is a success, but not a raise. So you have 1 success on your task.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I got a 9. I just also So I exploded a dice. It went to a 7, but I also rolled a 9 because I have a very high weird science.
Okay. Cool. So the 9 is better than the 7.
Okay.
So that's a success and a raise. You have 2 successes out of the 6 you need.
All right.
Okay. And then I have a cultist who is one is knocked out, one is stunned. Jason, do you still have the stunned information up?
Almost. I can very quickly. Yes.
Okay.
You want the recovery?
Yes, please.
Okay, at the start of the stunned character's turn, make a vigor roll.
Okay.
And you just need a success.
Am I at a penalty? I think I'm like distracted from being stunned.
No, if you recover without a raise, you'll be distracted and vulnerable. I don't know if you're distracted while stunned. Oh no, stunned characters are distracted. Yep.
Okay, so 7 minus 2 is 5, so that's a success.
Yeah.
But distracted and vulnerable for the rest of the turn?
Yeah. Until the
Okay.
end of their next turn.
The end of their next
So
turn.
for 2
Okay.
turns, basically.
So the head cultist, like, now that his face isn't being ground... Oh no, yeah, still 1 success. I forgot he had a wound. Now that his face isn't being ground into the wall, and Benton has started to attack Silas, and Silas just sort of rung his bell and knocked him out, he is going to kind of stagger to his feet and move back towards the altar area. So he's moving back towards Analia. And is going to yeah, I think that's probably all he does this turn is move back over there. That makes sense to me. Cool. And then the other cultist is...
I very roughly tried to draw everybody.
That's so cool.
Nice. That looks great.
I was trying to give Benton like cool Killmonger hair. It didn't work very well,
Let
but
me, let me see that again. You cut out.
I just wanted to.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah.
That's awesome.
We all look great.
Yeah, that is fantastic. I love that so much. We need to have you post that on Twitter or in the forums or something.
I just was like, I've never drawn Benton, and then I drew everybody.
Nice.
Okay, Benton, the cultist, the last remaining cultist, looks back and forth between Silas and his boss staggering away and you, and he starts making a break for the up towards the tunnel that would lead up to the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to take any action while he disengages?
So this is the one I had pinned. Is trying to get away.
Yeah, he actually he started to... The one you had pinned went towards the altar where Analia is looking at things. The other one is going the other direction, up towards the entrance to the hallway where you guys came down from.
Okay, yeah, I don't care about that guy. I care about the lead guy.
Okay.
So
he's kind of staggering away. He's kind of messed up. What would you like to do while he is trying to leave?
I mean, I want to grab him by like the back of his cloak, hood, or whatever, and I'm not done with him, so I would like to keep him close.
Okay, so that sounds like a grapple.
That does, and that athletics or fighting on grappling.
It is athletics.
Athletics, damn it! Why is it always athletics?
Well, because you don't just want to hit a guy.
Yeah, I know.
I rolled a 15. I'm sorry, I rolled a 13 because I'm at a -2.
And I'm out of bennies.
Does he get a bonus for the guy being vulnerable?
Yeah, I already subtracted it.
I see.
Yeah, no, I rolled a 5.
Okay, so he evades your attempt. He evades your attempt to grab him again, not seemingly through actually being engaged, but almost more in a drunken master sort of way.
Yep.
He's just moving in unpredictable ways as his legs are kind of coming back online.
Yep.
For all that, so he starts to leave. The other guy starts taking off towards the exit that you guys entered in from. Benton, you have the 4 of spades.
Got it.
Zoe, you have a joker again.
Woohoo!
And now I've
Analia?
got
Incredible.
What is it?
Analia, you're on the 10 of hearts.
Okay, there's no way I'm going first this time.
I'm on the 8 of spades. There's another joker in the deck.
No.
No, the
Jack,
Jack
okay.
of diamonds.
Oh God.
I saw the J for a moment. Was like,
I guess we have drawn a lot of cards at this point.
yeah. Well, this is the second deck.
Oh, I see.
The other, yeah, I switch back and forth every time a joker's drawn. Okay, so Zoe, you can go first if you like, or at any time during the round. I do want to remind you that you have a +2 to any attack or damage that you do this turn. You also draw Benny, and but before we determine anything else, let me ask you, who's on your side?
everybody.
Everyone's on your side?
Everyone in this room is on my side.
Ah, okay. Well, everybody, go ahead and take a Benny. Thank you.
Oh God.
Wait, even me?
Yep, you're in this room.
You are on my side. Everyone in this planet is on my side.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I'm very glad we don't have broadcasting equipment right now.
Citizens of Earth.
Great. And Zoe will just act whenever Zoe wants to act.
Oh, I'm starting off.
Oh, then fantastic. Tell me what you're doing.
I am energy draining everybody in the room.
Okay.
I want, well, maybe that's not the way to do it, but I want everyone to obey me. I want to issue a command that makes everyone fall in line.
Okay. So the power that you have tapped into and the influence that has affected you has not granted you additional powers. So what is Zoe doing to make everybody fall in line with her?
I mean, Zoe is at heart a sorority president. So she's like stepping up on a chair or something and being like, listen, you all obey me now. You got it? Guys? Okay, good.
All right. I'm going to say that this sounds like a persuasion roll.
Oh, yeah.
And I will give you a little bit of an amplification at the cost of one of those levels of strength.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. How do you feel about increasing the die of your persuasion?
I would love to do that.
Great. Great. Okay, so your strength drops down to a d12 plus 2.
Right.
And that power amplifies out into your voice as you make a persuasion check that echoes through the room to everyone present.
Yeah, great.
I think this is going to be an opposed by everybody's spirit. So let's find out what happens.
Taking a Benny.
All right.
Taking another one. I got 5. I'm just burning this until I get what I'm looking
Got a
for.
good until you get something good.
I got a 5 as well.
That guy too.
Yeah, what all do you got? Because I've got a good enough roll, but I'll keep burning.
I'm scared to say. I got a 10.
I got a 10.
Well,
My cultists are falling in line. I have a 2 and a 4.
I got to do better.
Silas, how did you do?
5.
A 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got Silas.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Oh.
unless he decides to spend a Benny.
I've only got the 1. I feel like I should save it.
Silas, I'm gonna. You have access to a NPC Benny if you wish to use that.
Oh.
I have spent all my bennies at this point.
I'm gonna hang on to it.
Okay, my best was I got a 9.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I have one more because I got the Joker. Ha-ha! Yeah, I got a 9.
All right. Silas, do you want to reroll?
I guess in the spirit of what's happening, I should. I'll spend a Benny and
Okay.
try to resist.
I'll let you spend the NPC Benny, and you can hold on to your Benny.
Okay. Well, it's still a 5 is my best roll.
Okay.
So that feels like fate.
Okay. Fantastic.
Sure does.
So supernaturally amplified, Zoe's presence is compelling,
I'm so proud.
and the two cultists stop what they're doing and swivel and just look at you adoringly. And Silas, you can feel the energy that is coming from Zoe is pulling towards the energy that is from you.
Mm-hmm.
And while not enraptured, the two that energy knows that it belongs together, and it's kind of ratcheting you towards what she is saying as well.
Mm.
So you're not I don't think that you will be compelled to do what she says, but you definitely have like the synergy of the same energy wants to join back to itself.
Mm-hmm.
So you're paying attention. Benton and Analia, you just have this feeling kind of wash over you, like there's a minor twitch in your ear, and then you go like, no, that's not going to happen. Benton.
No, wait. Shit, I have a +1. I got a 10.
Oh God.
So wait, you should be at a +2 for the Joker.
Oh, I got a 12.
You should be any bonuses you have to persuade.
Right. So I have a +1 to always have a +1 to persuade.
Okay.
And actually, I get 1 free reroll because of charisma, but who cares about that anymore? Because I got a 12.
Okay.
God.
So, but Benton, this is still a supernatural influence, so
Yes.
your champion will still take effect.
Woohoo.
So you effectively rolled a 12.
That's right, I did.
But I think Zoe just hit that threshold with her bonuses. Analia or Benton, do either of you want to reroll, or
No.
can you reroll?
I cannot reroll anyway, so I'm just gonna live with the 12.
Okay.
In the event, well, I didn't wait. Is this a new roll? Sorry.
No. This is the same roll.
I'm gonna
before.
try and re-roll because I got a 10.
Okay. So you need to get a 13 or better.
Yeah, that's not gonna do it.
Okay. So
My dramatic death.
persuasion is not mind control, but it does make everybody want to listen to what you have to say. So you have the attention of everybody in the room.
Mm-hmm.
What exactly were you like? You hopped up on a convenient boulder
Mm-hmm.
to get yourself above. You clapped. You went, hey, everybody.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So, it's so good to have you all here today. As you can see, I am overflowing with radiance and therefore am the one that was promised. So if you could all go and prepare the way for my coming, that would be amazing. Thank you, guys.
What?
So
Can she get a Benny for that? Do we have a Benny to give?
oh yeah, there are table bennies if you want to award
Yes,
one of those table
please.
bennies. Do
That's
it.
incredible. I am the one who was promised. Oh.
Okay,
What's
so
been happening to me today?
so it's not, as I said, this is not mind control, but she has a lot of good points that you might want to think about. Jack of Diamonds, which I believe is Silas.
Oh no, I'm not ready to decide.
Do you want to go on hold while you think about it?
Oh, I think I'm just gonna hit Benton.
Okay.
Jeez.
Because so I think this is what it is. He's looking at Zoe and wants to hit her because she's stealing the energy from him. But I think enough energy has gone out of him that he's sort of gaining control of himself.
A little bit, yeah.
And the better outlet than headbutting his niece is headbutting Benton, who could probably take it. So,
Okay.
I just...
That's a presumptive. That's a pretty presumptive statement. Okay.
It's a party headbutt.
Remember, you are at a -3 for your wound and your 2 fatigue.
Okay. That's okay.
I'm having a mental breakdown. That's what's gonna happen.
Well, that's all right. I mean, ace and 13 minus 3 is a 10.
That sounds higher than Benton's parry.
It is. Mine is a 5.
Okay. So that's a success and a raise. So roll your damage.
Oh, I don't know how to do that.
Oh, okay.
I've never rolled damage before.
That's right. So it'll be your strength,
Okay.
and you can go ahead and use the enhanced
Yeah.
abilities that we talked about, and
But no, what you don't put the wild die in this, right?
yeah, and you're not using a weapon. Did you?
That was headbutt.
Right. Did you end up doing anything like horns as a?
I mean, I didn't note it as like a thing. So, I mean,
Okay.
he has horns, but I don't think they can be weaponized.
I'll give you a D4. So roll your strength and a
Okay.
D4 and add them together,
Okay.
and they explode as normal.
Well, that's 4. I can Benny damage, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, Benton.
What? Why would you? What?
I gotta run this out. I gotta run out the energy.
Bennington.
Oh wow, that was actually worse. So my best roll is 3. Oh wait, no. Isn't a pair of ones a crit fail no matter what?
Not on damage.
Oh, okay.
There's no crit fail on damage, and you're not subtracting the -3 on the damage either.
Okay, so I got 3. 3 was my best damage roll. And I'm out of bennies.
Okay, so describe how you. Oh wait, you got a raise. So I'm sorry. You also have an extra D6 in there.
Oh, okay.
Because I forgot because you're doing that. So roll 1 for the first roll and add it to your.
Yeah. It's another 1.
Okay, and then roll 1 for the second roll for when you.
Oh, because I would have re-rolled all of them.
Right.
It's a 2. But the 1 is in the roll where I got a 3.
Right.
So
basically you rolled 5.
either one is a 4. No. But in
4.
both
Okay.
cases, it's a 4 for damage. This is not my forte.
So
Your forte?
Yeah.
describe to me how you completely fail to injure Benton with this attack.
I just think his head is harder than mine. Like I mean, Jay, if you're okay with that, I'm picturing like, and just rocking back, and you like just put your head down in exactly the right way, and we just crash off of each other. I don't know. How does that sound?
That sounds fine to me.
Yeah. Okay.
I just shake it off. I'm like, what are you doing?
I love you, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm just like, yeah. I'm like beer can crushing mode of like not really conversation. Just not all there. The lights are on and too many people are home.
Right.
All right. So while you two are having that tender moment, we're going to go over to Analia.
So Analia, I'm going to propose something, which is, so she's kind of torn right now between being loyal to Zoe, being loyal to helping Silas, also being very curious about this like thing that's happening. She's having a little bit of a mental breakdown and making a pro and con list behind what. So I want to continue the dramatic task, but I think it needs to be at a penalty.
Okay.
Because
are you just imposing that penalty for narrative satisfaction, or are you getting something out of that penalty?
I just think that's because she's literally like she's in the like she's panicking now. She is complete frazzled mad scientist mode of like, Zoe told me to make the way for her radiance, but I need to help Silas, but I need to do all these things, and she's basically in full on I don't know what to do, but I need to keep doing this, so she's gonna try to keep doing the task.
Okay, so what penalty do you think is appropriate?
I mean, I was gonna suggest a negative to it of some kind to the roll, but
that's fine. But like what? How big of a negative?
I was just gonna go -2 because that seems to be the standard for this game. I don't know enough about the rules of the game to make it better.
Okay, no, that's fine. I love this. I'm going to give you a Benny, but I'm going to give you a Benny that you don't get until after this is all resolved, so you can't use it for this roll. But because I like the idea that Analia is torn in a bunch of different directions and doesn't know exactly what to do, but knows that this is also really important, and you're playing that, I want to support that. I think that's great.
She's like, but Zoe, but she's literally just like a mess now. She has like a paper with like, but helping Zoe, how do I? That's where she's at.
Cool.
Especially they just held hands earlier, and it was kind of like there were emotions. Okay. Math. 10.
Okay. So the adrenaline surge, like many gifted kid, the adrenaline surge has really like completely fueled you, and you're like, yeah, feelings, I can't deal with those, and you get another 2 successes on this.
I'm so close.
So you need
2 more.
6. You need at least, you need to average at least 1 for the next 2 turns.
Oh.
Cool. And as I said, go ahead and reward yourself with a Benny.
Thank you.
And that is Analia. So now it is the 2 cultists who, unless anyone stops them or does anything, they turn around and they walk to where Zoe is and say, how should we prepare for your coming, my I don't want to say queen, my
radiance-ness?
Yes, that's good. Thank you. Oh, radiant one, how shall we prepare for your coming? And the not the leader, but the other one drops to his knees.
I like the way this is going. First of all, doing great work. Okay. So leave my friends alone. That's number 1. And number 2 is like, if you could go and just like go tell people about me, just spread the good news of Zoe to all the world. I would love that for you and for me. So that's what I'd like you to do. Just like go out into the pup peoples and say, Zoe is here and she has come as was promised.
They're nodding their heads.
Thank you.
Like broken puppets.
Thank you so much.
That is their action. And then I have 4 of spades. Is that
me?
I think that must be you.
Must be me. All right. Okay, so I'm standing there. I need to shake off Zoe's influence, right?
Well, no, I mean, like I said, it's not mind control, but she had some good ideas about, maybe she is what everyone was waiting for, and you can act on that however you want. I just want to let you know she made a lot of good points.
I would
what
like
she
to
said.
shake that off, and still try to grab this,
Then-
the lead cultist guy.
Great. You don't have to take any actions on it. You have shaken it off.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna try to grab once again with my athletics. Grab the lead cultist guy.
Now he has walked all the way. He has walked away from you.
Okay, I'm gonna run after him.
He is now standing in front of Zoe and calling her radiance and nodding at what good ideas she has.
Oh, that guy buckled under her as well.
Yeah.
The lead guy. Oh.
Oh boy.
These are my friends now.
Trying to think of
You could headbutt me if you want. Since
I don't want to headbutt you.
We're headbutt friends now.
We are not headbutt friends, but you have definitely moved into the lesser issue here.
I just thought that was a special moment that we shared.
It was really beautiful. Got terrible persuasion. Yeah, I'm still gonna try. I'm still gonna try to grab this guy. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to grab him and pull him away from Zoe.
Okay.
Which seems ill-advised, but I'm nonetheless going to do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna apply a penalty on that for him.
So I got a 6.
Great. I got a 1.
Hey. So yeah, I drag him away from Zoe.
Okay.
And I'm just trying to get his attention. Get him to focus on me.
All right. How are you? You've grabbed him.
Yeah.
But his attention is continuing to kind of look over towards Zoe.
Trying to snap in his face, be like, "Hey, buddy, focus over here."
Okay. So you're just trying to break that plane of attention and make him pay attention to you.
Yes, exactly.
Give me a taunt. Do you have the taunt skill?
Taunt? It's not even on my sheet.
Okay. So so you're going to be rolling a d4.
Yeah.
Minus 2.
Oh god.
You still get your wild die.
Oh god.
And I'm going to resist with smarts.
So I got a 4.
He kind of shakes his head like you would at a fly that kept getting in your face and goes,
Yeah.
What? I have to go spread the word.
Oh god.
Have you heard the good news?
Oh jeez, a convert. Great.
So you can go ahead and grab him and gain his attention.
Yeah, I am trying. I'm just going to hold on to him and keep trying to get his attention.
Okay, so you'll have his attention when we start the next round here. Which will be 4 of hearts for Benton.
4 of hearts, got it.
And Zoe is the 5 of diamonds. Analia is the 9 of hearts. My cultists, for what it's worth, are on the 3 of clubs. And Jason is on the 8 of spades.
Wow, I'm in the middle, finally.
Yeah. And you finally got the parody cover you've been looking for.
Yep.
So with that amazingly non-face card extreme, that's going to be 9 of hearts is going to go first. Analia, what do you want?
I'm gonna keep trying to succeed under duress.
Okay. So do you think that you're still flummoxed and at that -2, or do you think that you have buckled down again and you're not at a penalty any longer?
I guess because I succeeded so well last time, I'm gonna say I'm not at a penalty any longer because she managed to get her head in the mode. Like she went just like, I'm just gonna hyper fixate on this because that's the only way I don't feel things.
Great. I love it. I agree with that entirely.
Is this not an appropriate solution in real life too? Because that's how I sort of make sense of things. Oopsie.
Ooh, okay. That was an 8. Or yeah, an 8.
An 8 is 2 more successes. So you've completed this dramatic task with a round to spare. You have figured out and synthesized based on on what you have in your bag and what you were able to put together from this ritual, a counter agent that you can apply. It is going to be, you can't weaponize it. Like you're not going to be able to get it loaded into one of your flame balls or one of your shocking things. You are going to have to like dermal patch it on somebody, and give me one more weird science roll just because I want to force it.
That one was a 6.
Okay. Since you got another success, I'm going to say you have enough for 2 doses.
Okay. So now she shoves everything back in her bag and just doesn't think about it.
Yes!
Yeah, yes! Oh my god! And just like scoops it all into her backpack, zips it up, and is like, that'll probably make a mess, but it's fine. And immediately is going to try and start running over to, like, I'm not going to take the action this turn, but she's going to try to run over to Silas to get ready.
Great.
And she's just going to like try to run and literally like smack it on him.
Excellent. You can 100% get in position that you'll be able to slap him with one of these counter agent patches. Speaking of Silas, you're up next. So something has happened on the conduit of power. You feel diminished. The bookworm has finally come and gotten involved in the party, and she's running over towards you as she should. Mm-hmm. But there's someone else who's trying to steal your thunder. Announce a wedding at your anniversary. Sort of thing. How gauche. And then you've got this other guy in front of you too, who is not a head buddy.
The head cultist is here?
Actually, I'm sorry. No, Benton's not right next to you. So yeah, the Analia is running towards you. Your friend who you were having a friendly headbutt contest with, has grabbed onto the cultist and is and he's in a conversation with him.
Okay, well this is good. Finally, people are dancing. People are mixing drinks, Analia. Now it's a party. I'm in denial of my loss of vibrancy. Now, it's totally understandable when a satyr reaches a certain age that this sort of thing happens to a satyr, but I am in denial. So that's not what's happening to me. I'm not losing potency. I'm
not at
fine. All. So I'm going to demand that Analia make me one of those drinks.
Oh, good, because.
Okay. For the fiction, when I said dermal patch earlier, I was mistaken. It is in fact like a small martini glass that they're in for some reason that you have in your bags.
Well, whatever, Blythe. Well, I'm fine with it being a patch. Like,
if it was a patch, I had an argument for that too, which was good drugs. So, But I'm totally. I could also.
Well, then I tell you what. I will divorce myself from the fiction. What did you make?
I was picturing like a mixed drink type thing because that's what I was gonna sell it as to him. Was
Great.
there's alcohol,
like the shaker in a shaker.
Well, no, I have. She's prepared with alcohol glasses.
Oh, okay.
Just not the first time she's had to mix drinks for y'all.
But this time he thinks you're following a direct order, which is gross and weird. But he's in not a good place, so he has demanded that you mix him a drink. It's yucky.
Finally, so Analia has run up and has two drinks in her hand.
Now it's a party.
Do you want to grab one and take a swig?
Well, I want both of them.
Is that your action?
I want.
You want both of them?
Yeah, that's the problem, I think.
Okay. So you're gonna grab both drinks?
If I can't, I don't know. Blythe, what do you think about that?
I mean, Analia's she's not really gonna stop you, I think, because she's not. I mean, neither of us are very strong. She'll be like one of those, because she doesn't know if Zoe needs it or not. She doesn't know what's up with Zoe.
Mm-hmm.
So Analia doesn't really know if she just made two in case, like in her mind, she's like, well, if one doesn't work on you or you don't accept it, then I have the other one. So she doesn't realize that Zoe might also need it.
Fair enough.
If you take both, she's not really going to stop you, because then she's like, oh, good, double the antidote.
You know, satyrs of a certain age also have a certain level of tolerance, so it seems completely reasonable that, you know, you might drink more than the average, especially since it doesn't really affect you. So I think that you'd probably grab both of them.
Yeah.
But it's Silas is his own independent person, and I will abide by any decision he makes.
No, I mean in bad Silas mode, it's he just takes both of them and throws them back, and like the party's going the way he wants it to now.
Okay, and Analia, you have no. Do you have any reaction? Like, do you want to prevent him from taking both? It sounds like you said no.
No.
That you're just like, oh, okay, great. I guess a double dose will be fine.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
She's like, it shouldn't hurt you, so at least you're getting it, right?
Great. Both of you take bennies for these actions. Silas, you quaff and quaff again.
Yes. Or, I mean, if we want to have it available, maybe my action is take them and drink one, and the other one is like, I'm gonna drink it, but I can't drink both at the same time, so...
That's up to you.
Challenge accepted. But that's fine. You drink one, you have the other one ready.
Yeah.
It's the old party trick where you have one drink really fast,
Yep.
and then you have another that you just sort of nurse throughout the rest of your stay, so you don't get hammered. Got it. I'm down with that.
Satyr's pregame like a pro.
Yeah. Oh, the t-shirt. Satyr pregame like a pro. Great. So that is your action, unless you have anything else you want to do.
No, I think I mean, like grabbing those, it feels like, yeah, I think that's, I think mainly he's just like turning to see what happens with Zoe, and he's like a little perturbed, but people are dancing and drinking, and she's having a good time doing whatever it is she's doing, so.
Right. I'll talk to her about party etiquette later.
Yeah.
Speaking of Zoe, Benton has grabbed one of your acolytes and is trying to like wave his hand in his face. The other one is ready to obey your commands and has nodded and turned towards the exit in order to leave to spread the word. What would you like to do?
I would like to go over and just ever so gently give Benton a little love pat to get him to release my friend.
Fair enough.
How fast is the fist coming at me?
Just a little love pat.
just a little tap.
Yep.
So am I rolling on fighting for that or strength?
Fighting, I think. I
Okay.
mean, the goal is basically you're using a little bit of physical force to make him leave your acolyte alone.
Yeah.
Then that is fighting.
What's your parry, Benton?
My parry is a 5.
I got a 5.
You connect with your love tap.
Love tap.
How much love are you giving him?
Oh, let's find out.
Oh god.
The strength and the connection is also fading, so you've dropped another step in this case.
Oh, +1. Yeah. So. Okay. I got a 16.
Okay. Benton, what is your toughness?
7 with my jacket.
Okay.
Uh,
So 16, 7, that sounds like that is a success and 2 raises.
That definitely sounds like that, yes.
So that sounds like 2 wounds to me. Do you
Yep.
want to soak any of those? Can you soak any of those?
I can, because my jacket, we did that thing with my armor. It'll soak, I guess, 2 of them?
Well, it'll let you re-roll a soak roll at the cost of the damage. So it
Yeah,
doesn't
let me-
automatically soak for you. You still have to
Alright.
spend a Benny and soak.
Oh, I still have to. I don't have any bennies, so I just gotta take that damage.
Ooh, okay. So Zoe's love tap kind of rockets you. It's like almost like being hit by a car. Like you are staggered. You were staggered by this.
Oh my God. Sorry.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry. Okay. You're free. Please go spread the good news of me. And then she turns and looks at Analia and is like, you want to go on a date?
Analia's like, wait, is that why you were asking about movies?
Yes. Apparently. Oh God, I shouldn't have said that.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, that sounds fun.
Great.
Analia's like, she's just like, I never get asked on dates very often, but that sounds like fun.
Yeah, great, cool, great. We'll make plans once we're done with all of this. And
Yeah.
I think he's hurt really bad, so maybe like somebody should deal with that. Not my fault though.
The healer. She kind of looks at him like hoping he's changing back.
Party good.
All right, and I think that Benton is up.
Okay, so I took a wound on that one, right?
I think you took 2 wounds on that
2
one.
wounds. Ew. Okay, so down to -2 on rolls. That's great.
I believe your nerves of steel
Oh, right, that comes into play.
negates at least 1 level of that.
1 level of wound. So yes,
Okay, so you're at a -1 on your rolls.
Oh yeah, oh, that's good. -1. Okay. Oh, I can ignore it. It doesn't negate. It doesn't take it away. I just ignore it. So -1, but I still have the 2 wounds. Okay. So I am going to. Oh God. Where's the guy? I obviously have dropped the dude I was trying to get to.
Yeah, he's on Zoe's action. He's made for the exit as well. So the 2 cultists have exunt pursued by bear.
All right. And Silas drank both of them, or he grabbed one of them?
He grabbed both of them. He drank one, and then the other one is ready. Is on deck.
Can I smash it on the floor?
Of course.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So he's got a drink in his hand. Have I
like
noticed?
this drink.
Have I noticed any change? Any change in him or anything? I'm assuming I saw Analia like doing something and then bring him a drink.
And then hand him that drink. Do you have any sort of occult or magic or weird science or seeing into the ether or anything?
I've got a 4 in occult. A D4.
Roll occult.
Okay. Oh, I got a 4. 8. I got a 10.
Okay, fantastic. Oh, I know how it works. The sense of the supernatural that doesn't belong in this world that had pervaded Silas, you can sense it beginning to fade. It's reducing in intensity.
Cool. So I'm gonna try to get. How's the best way to get this? You know what? I'm just gonna ask. I'm gonna go over to and say, "Hey, would you mind if Zoe has this other one? I think she's really thirsty."
I am 100% that is a persuasion roll, and it tickles me to make you have to roll persuasion with all of your negatives.
I get so many negatives to persuasion. Oh my god!
So here is the other thing, Silas. How would this go over for you at the party? Where one of the guests had said, "Hey, another guest is really thirsty, and would you mind sharing with her?"
I think that's why it has a chance of success.
Okay.
That's like a pretty legit argument that other people will have more fun at the party, but also want. So what? How many? What do I resist with?
You would resist with spirit.
Okay, and with a -2 for my wounds.
Yeah, I think that you're a little out of it because of that. Now, Benton, remember that you're at your persuasion penalties, and you're at the -1 for your injury.
Right. Oh yeah. Cool.
So I think you're at least a -4.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
And,
you could still win it.
well, do you have a dice that has a 0 on it?
No, I don't.
then it's the chance of me winning it are very small.
Did you roll double ones? Did you roll?
I did not roll double ones.
Okay.
No.
I just wanted to make sure that you didn't get a critical
I did
failure.
Well, he might not have rolled double ones, but somebody did.
Of course. You're the host. It's the host's job to make sure that everyone has a good time at the party. You should 100% make sure that she has a drink.
That is amazing. That is the best failed die roll I have ever rolled.
I would like the two of you each to take a Benny for that, that scene, because that's fantastic.
I'll take it.
Oh my god.
Holy crap.
Okay. That was, the amazing falling into success there.
So, wait, what did you roll again, Jay?
I rolled a 5, and with all my negatives, it reduced to a 1.
So my crit fail was the only way you could win.
The only way.
On a D8 and a D6. That's incredible.
Wow. Ooh, boy.
I love RPGs.
Oh I like how this night started. Like, we all started with like, oh, this is gonna be PvP. It's so scary. What's gonna happen? This is what happened.
We're all gonna die. This is what happened.
Not in this game, damn it.
We're gonna ask people out and have drinks. And maybe a friendly headbutt.
So I think that we can kind of go into just narration here if everyone's okay, given time constraints. But I feel pretty strongly that crisis has been averted. Drink is provided to Zoe, Does Zoe have any kind of resistance to someone anticipating her needs and bringing her a drink?
She'll drink it. I mean, it's a party. It's, she's used to this. At the sorority, I've decided she's in a sorority. This is a thing that happened tonight. People will just come up to her and give her drinks because honestly, that happens to her all the time. People just give her stuff. She's like, thank you. So yeah, she takes 100%.
100%. I think that is fantastic. For Zoe, you drink the drink. You feel the extra perception, the extra vitality drain from you, and there are no further effects. You kind of realize that something tapped into what it was. However, you know for sure that there was some Fae presence, some Fae influence, that was definitely Fae energy in a way that you haven't really felt and understood before. Like Silas has been trying to teach you to get in contact and to understand that, and he like helped you see auras and stuff, but it didn't really. It like you knew in your head, but now you kind of know in your heart. You have like felt what that is. So it's a bit of a change from what you've previously experienced out here.
It's probably my dad trying to get in touch.
I'm sure that's what it is.
Oberon, or as I call him, Ron.
Yeah. Braun.
Yeah.
What's up, Braun? Silas, however, it is a much more pronounced effect. In a turn, he transforms, and why don't you give us a description of what happens with Silas at the end of this?
Yeah. So he ungoatmans to his original, like his face is less hairy, and although so I think also pass out is probably a good.
Yeah, 100%.
But like shrinks back down, is himself again. Oh, he probably ripped his shirt too, which sucks. This is a good shirt. But shrinks back down, passes out. However, he is still like bigger than he used to be. He is like 6 feet tall, and his horns are bigger. They're like wrap around, ram horns. And so that part didn't go away. But otherwise, he's completely like cosmetically himself, just taller. Mainly.
Oh, you're almost as tall as I am.
Yeah, not really.
It's your coffee cup that you insist on putting on the highest shelf.
Yeah.
Well, because he can leap up and get it.
Yeah.
Or he could. So Silas's jacket is now kind of comically, not like ridiculously small, but like there's definitely, a good couple of inches from the cuff to the hand. Yeah. Instead of being a trench coat, it's now more like car coat size, lab
like
coat size.
Yeah.
Like that. So, and probably a little tight across the chest a little.
Yeah, I mean, he's not burly. I should make that clear. He was really strong a minute ago. He's now like normal strength person. So not like he's suddenly ripped, but he was always fit. He's like wiry. So that's, yeah.
Okay. And does anyone want to narrate anything else that they would? I'm going to go around and everyone can just tell me something that they do now that all of this has been resolved and we're leaving the scene. Silas, for you, I think it's probably that you are passed out and having nap time. But going around, let me change up my order a little bit and start with Blythe, what would Analia like to do now that events have resolved?
Well, Analia would first go make sure that Silas isn't, dead. Make sure her antidote didn't kill him. And then once she realizes his vitals are good, she's going to go over to the altar and start packing up books.
Okay.
Except for the one by McAllister.
Right.
Because it's bullshit.
Yeah. So you leave that bullshit behind, but the rest of the occult paraphernalia and knowledge and tomes you gather up and pack into your bag. Sounds great. Okay.
Also points out Willem. It's just like, yeah, someone, I can't look him.
Zoe, what would you like to do on this final montage?
I'd like to overturn the altar. I've got my last point of strength. I'm still at a D12, just not +1.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So,
with the last of the strength, as you can feel it fading after you drank the drink, but you still have enough oomph to, I assume, take Willem off the altar first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I hoist him over my shoulder. I'm going to carry him out.
Yeah. You get him. He's dragging on the floor at sort of both ends because he is very large on there. But you are able to overturn the altar. Does it break into a bunch of pieces, or does it just
It breaks in
disrupted?
two. It cracks right down the middle. And as I carry Willem out, I just give Analia a little nod.
I love it. Okay. Excellent. Benton, what would you like to do?
I would like to tie up the remaining cultists who are here, restrain them in some way.
Okay.
And call the cops.
Give me a note. Give me a notice roll.
Notice. 6. Is that with the wild or no?
Yep. With your wild die.
That I will Benny because it is not very good.
And this is the last action, so smoke him if you got him.
Yep. Yeah, it was not a critical fail, but it was remarkably close. That's not much better. So the best I could do is a 3.
Oh, okay. You tie up the cultists who you see. The ones who are downstairs. There's a couple of downstairs. You take the ones that are upstairs, the ones who are in kind of a wolf form.
Right.
And you're able to get them restrained as well. And then call into the cops and in general, just tell them what? We don't have to do a full role play. But
in general, tell them, some bad people were here and they were doing some bad stuff, and the cops should come check it out. I also call not home, but the main office. I'm like, hey, I forget her name, but let Mrs. Willem know we've got Willem now, and we're bringing him back to Pembroke.
Fantastic. Okay, so once you identify your Pembroke number. Your agent ID. The cops are say that they'll send some a couple of units out to take care of what needs being taken care of, and you're able to report back into Pembroke and load Willem back into the car and head home.
Yeah, finally.
Cool. Does anyone else have anything that they would like to say or add before we wrap up?
We did it. Flawless victory.
We did it. Yeah, no.
I can't believe the wife wasn't in on it. Is what Zoe says as they get back to the van.
To be fair, we still have no idea what was going on.
Yeah, when Willem wakes up, we're going to have a lot of questions for him. But let's just get him somewhere safe.
Uncle Silas, do you still have the twig?
Oh, I hope so. I've pat my pockets.
Because that was 100% unexpected, and I don't want to punish initiative. Yes, you do. It miraculously survived.
growing a unicorn. Everything's coming up, Zoe.
Fantastic. I love it. So with that, we will go to credits on this episode of Pembrooke Investigations. I want to thank everyone for joining us. As always, I really hope you had as much fun watching as we had playing. I think tonight was especially fun. I love ending the show and having a big grin on my face, which I don't know if you can hear, but it's 100% there if you're watching. And please join us next week when we will come back and wrap up what happened on this mystery and find out what else happens to our investigators. That will be on Wednesday at 7 o'clock. And that is I really should have pulled up a calendar. It is sometime in early September. And I apologize for not having a better idea of what the actual date is. Today is the August 26th, so add 7 days and that's where we'll be. However, you can catch up on this episode or past episodes at happyjacks.org/Pembroke. And if this game isn't your cup of tea, I do encourage you to watch all of the other APs at the happyjacks.org/shows. We have a ton of content through years past in all kinds of genres and in all kinds of tones, silly and fun and light like this, but also some serious and more dramatic type APs as well. So you will find something you like. I guarantee it. Not guaranteed. I have been Nick, and the host and GM for this game, and I'm going to go around and let everyone else take a moment and describe who they are and what they're working on. Let's start with Jay.
Hey y'all, you can find me on the socials at Jay Holtham, and you can sometimes find me over at 12-Sided Stories.
Fantastic. And Blythe?
This game was so much fun. Oh my god. Okay. Hi, I am Blythe Kalla. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at BlytheKalla93. You can also find me on my YouTube. I've been a little behind because I got a new job and I'm working at a new release schedule to work with my job. But it's at Blythe Kalla or BlytheKalla93. Hopefully YouTube doesn't give you a fight. Hopefully you find my videos. You can also find me on Games We Never Play on Fridays when I do Table Topical. I'm in those and I edit those. So yeah, it's fun. Yay!
Excellent. Emily?
Hi, I'm Emily. You can find me at EmilyVDW on the Twitter. I play in the Great American Witch game every other Monday, including this upcoming Monday. And I just, I feel really happy to be playing in two games that are so wildly different in tone. I realize I say that every week, but oh my, like Great American Witch is like one of the most serious games I've ever played in, and this is a hoot. And you can find out all the other stuff I do at my Twitter feed because I do a lot of other dumb stuff. And by the way, a week from today is September 2nd.
Thank you.
I thought it was August 33rd.
It's August 33rd, yeah.
The way it's going, not entirely
It's
implausible.
technically like April 150, but
Yes.
Oh no. Oh.
And with that, let us find out about Jason.
Hi. Yes, I'm Jason. You can find me online at It's Probably Okay at Twitter and Twitch. I'm here Wednesdays. I also have been streaming a lot of No Man's Sky lately. On Fridays, we have Friday Fly Day with Sam DeLev. It's very fun. And then officially Wednesday mornings, I pursue my permadeath run. But in actuality, I've been popping up at random times whenever I feel like it. And because I'm having a lot of fun with it. So just, surprise schedules are out there. Also, we wrapped a couple weeks ago now, but we wrapped up our Spider-Verse campaign, which you can find on my Twitch channel. But if you go to YouTube and look for Probably Okay Games, you could find the playlist there. It's a little easier to watch. And I think we had a lot of fun. We did a good job with that show, so I enjoyed it. And I think that's everything I'm doing right now.
Excellent. I am here on Wednesdays for, of course, Pembrooke Investigations as the head mysterator. I don't know where I was going with that, but In any case, I hope you enjoyed the show. I can be found online on Twitter at Sungrowler, where I occasionally will talk and lots of time just lurk. But hop on and maybe you'll catch some interesting information or a dumb joke that I post, because that's who I am and I've made my peace with it. But thank you for joining us once again, and I believe we will go ahead and put the calendar up.
Yep.
And bid you all a good night.
And if you're just listening, you could go find happyjacks.org/schedule. So, see you next time.
Bye.
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 If I told you the things I've seen on my ways, if I told you the things I've done in my days, you wouldn't believe me anyway. So it's best I just don't say. I've lived 1,000 lives, I piloted 1,000 souls, I killed and fought and died just for a single role.